But just know, Zebo is where it's at.
Yes, sir. Ooh, that sounded nice.
Welcome back to the Last Minute Podcast, the most consistent podcast in the Carolinas. On the right, I got Big Tina. Across the table, we got Zebo G.
What's going on?
And then we got our special guest who's slowly getting less special because he's been here so much. Go ahead and introduce yourself for the people that don't know.
Roshan, at Fruits Cafe, whatever.
Yes, sir.
Per.
And we back to
Yes.
talk about a very special album.
And if you coming from the listening party that we had the other day,
Appreciate you.
yeah, welcome back. What's going on?
We never left. No, I'm kidding.
Correct.
We never left. We slept here. We waited 3 days.
Digested the album.
Yes. But we
rose
appreciate it.
after 3 days like Jesus. No, I'm sorry.
Yes. And we'll definitely be doing more listening parties in the future. So go ahead and subscribe, and you'll find out
If somebody drops a good album, anyway.
that too.
Yeah.
AAA title artist.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Joey, man? I don't know. I just don't know.
Nah, I'm not taking a day off work just to watch that.
but what we doing, Tanner? What's going on?
All right, so today this is a conversation episode. We did one for Donda. We did one for
Certified Lover Boy.
Certified Lover Boy.
We did one.
Did we do the off season?
for Still Over It? Summer Walker.
Yep, still over it. We did Baby King. The
Yes.
Melodic
We got to
Blue.
do one for Ari Lytics.
Yeah, we do need to do one for audio. But yeah, so basically this is our review of the album after everybody's had some time to live with it, sit down for a couple of days, really listen to it. And we're going to go track by track and give our opinions on it, give our rating. Or are we doing thumbs up, thumbs down? What are we doing this
Yes.
time? All right.
Explain the rating system.
So the way we do it is, one thumb's like, yeah, it was good, but, nothing special. 2 thumbs, I really like it. You know what I'm saying? You can put your toes up. That means you really, really like it. You know what I'm saying? And then, you got the, it was all right.
You got
and
the
then you got
mid.
that shit. And then you got like, that was okay. Or no, this was not good.
Yeah.
Or like, that shit was trash.
Yeah. We got
If I
some-
see one of these, I'm leaving.
yeah. You don't want to go both. One's like, all right, but both, yeah, that's not good. But we'll go ahead and jump straight into it. Yes,
So this is a double disc.
yes, double disc. Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale, and the Big Steppers. Obviously, a lot of anticipation. It's been 5 years since Kendrick Lamar dropped the album. He did drop that single.
Fire Part 5.
Yes, thank you. And that gained some hype. Yada yada music video gained some hype, and then we got this album. Double disc, 18 tracks in total, basically.
Hour and 13 minutes.
Hour and 13 minutes.
That's a fucking album.
That's album. So yeah, like you said, we'll go track by track. Talk about what we like, what we don't like. If there's anything that we don't
Here we
like,
got every song like.
not every song.
Oh.
Ooh.
Just.
Well, I see one where I disagree.
Yeah, I disagree heavily.
Yeah.
All right.
So, but we'll start obviously with this one at the top, and that is United in Grief.
What's the rotation? All right. So when it first came on, I was like, well, how is this about to go?
Thought my
Right, because
headphones
it
took
comes in like she played. It comes in with that real daunting sample.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure where the beat was gonna go. But I ended up liking it. I like his voice afflictions in it, like how he's using all these different voices, like he normally does. And then I thought it was a good way to start the album. Especially, I think it was a good lead into what the rest of the album was gonna be about.
Yeah.
And it was a good start to. I'll say that for the end. Never mind. I want to do our. I just want to ask which one do y'all think is Mr. Morale and which one do y'all think is the Big Steps?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll bring that question back. Go ahead, Big Team.
I'd have to agree. It's a nice intro. It's loud. It sounds like he's in a ballroom. He's presenting the album. He's like, yeah, that's the first song. But I don't find myself going back to it. But it's nice.
Yeah. Okay. Rashawn?
I agree a lot. It's very thematic. It feels like it's gonna be like an experience. And he's done that a few times. Like To Pimp a Butterfly has those moments like For Free. Like those interludes feel like a theater kid wrote it. And this feels like that. Those keys that he comes in on, and he's talking about I've had a very bad day. I have this theory that's supposed to be him kind of reflecting in like a therapy session almost, especially you know, once you get into the second disc, they talk about like the breakthrough that voice. I think that might be the narrative that we're going with. But I agree, it's not something I would be like, yo, throw that back on.
Yeah.
But it's like, if I was gonna listen to the project, I wouldn't skip the intro.
Yeah.
I can listen to it.
See, I've been skipping it.
Okay. I'll piggyback off that. I have been skipping it. I do agree. Like the beginning's just like, it's this new project. We're here. It's like we're finally here. It's been a long time. But not great intro. It's not a track that I do go back to and listen to. But I do, you know, if I'm obviously I'm playing it for, you know, I'm gonna play it. But I don't go back to it. But it is a great intro. It's you know, like.
It also let me know as soon as he started rapping that I was gonna like what he was talking about.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It gave me like it was a quick hit at like a bunch of the different subject matters he was gonna talk about.
Yeah.
Plus, I always want to know. I just want to sit down with Kendrick and ask him a bunch of questions.
Yeah.
Like, why united in grief? Like,
Yeah.
what is he saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
are we all grieving together?
Yeah.
Like, is that what he means? I don't know.
Yeah. The line
That's a
was,
good take.
That is a good
I
take.
feel like we kind of are as a country because a lot of things are coming to an end and a lot of things are coming to a new. A lot of people are figuring out themselves. I feel like a
Moving
lot of
very
people.
fast.
Yes,
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are in a lot of self-reflection and self-discovery with COVID happening. So a lot of
Yes.
people are switching into new beings, switching into new persons, figuring out things they don't like about themselves.
Yeah.
And I feel like it all kind of came at once. So yeah,
Yeah.
I personally believe that.
That's a great take. I have to agree with that too.
yeah.
Honestly, it's just like
A lot of shit.
everybody's going through something. Like whether it's, you know, obvious or not
Yeah.
upon your face and everything else, but it's just like everybody's fighting one, you know, some type of battle, you know. But we all still try to, you know, smile.
pushing.
Yeah, keep
And I
pushing.
think what's the difference is that a lot of people are not keeping that smile.
Yeah,
They're
that is
being
true.
like, yeah, I'm tired. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm burnt out.
Yeah.
Having the conversation now, which like, does anyone think it's weird that like that line, I went and got me a therapist for some reason, like really stuck out to me, and it still does. Like Kendrick, from how introspective he is, I would have just assumed he had been in therapy at some point. So to think like only a handful of years now, like he's
Oh,
possibly-
now you are?
now, like what are you getting into now that you have someone like
Yeah.
making you like
Making you
kinda
look at
exploring-
yourself.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what this album is.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Honestly, I think coming from somebody that's also self-reflective, I think because we do self-reflect so deeply and so often, we think, oh, okay, yeah, I don't need a therapist, but you do sometimes need somebody to be like, yeah, that was a great point, but why?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it makes you, or it holds you accountable to connect those dots.
that's true.
Yeah, I'm excited about this album.
As you should be. We'll go ahead to track number 2.
Oh, we didn't do a rating.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that one thing.
So United in Grief.
Because I'm not coming back to it.
Oh,
But it's a good
that's
song,
all.
but I'm not
Yeah,
coming back
it's
to
a
it.
good intro.
Yeah, I find myself listening to it like
Less and less.
every time I play the album.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
But not
I haven't-
going
I
out of
haven't
your
started
way.
skipping around yet.
Oh.
I hadn't listened to it enough time to start skipping around yet, so I just been.
Oh, what was the
playing
rating
it.
one more time? Okay, so for the people that are listening and not watching, turn a thumbs up. Tina, Rashawn, thumbs up. Me,
Huh?
For the people not
For the people
watching.
not watching.
I know I heard that, but like it just didn't sound right the way you
All
said
right,
it. You said
well.
Tanner and Roshan have thumbs up, and then you said Tina and Roshan have thumbs up.
No, I said.
Maybe I can't hear. It's okay.
All right,
Anyway, I
keep
got that
moving,
middle
keep
thumb.
Like
Anyway,
mid.
track number 2, N95. Yeah, go ahead.
I like this song like a lot,
Me too.
but I mean, I like what he's talking about. I like his flow. I like the concept behind it. It's like N95. He's talking about the COVID shit, but it's like take it off. He's saying like take all this fake shit off. Like
Yeah.
take off. What does he say? Hang on. He's got one line in here that I really like. It's like something like take off the. He's saying take off the idea that because I'm rich, I'm rare. That's basically like a line that he said. And he's like basically just another way of him saying like, bro, I'm a normal motherfucker. I just got
Normal
some
person
money.
just like you, yeah.
Yeah, I just got some money.
Pretty much.
But yeah, I really like it. I think it was a good, strong second song. Really good beat, lyrics. He's rapping his ass off.
I know he dropped a music video
So.
for it.
Did he?
Yes,
Yeah,
he
he
did.
did.
I have not seen the music
it's
video.
good.
It's hard.
Yeah,
I need to watch it.
I'm tripping.
Yeah.
it's good.
All right, but yeah, good second song.
Sweet. Big time.
I like the song, but again, it's one of those songs I'm not really finding myself go back to. But I do like what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I like the beat. I like how upbeat it is, but yeah, it's not really one I'm going back to. Not really one that's speaking to me.
Oh, here's another lyric. Take off them fabricated streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside.
Hard.
Yeah.
like, that shit is hard.
That is.
Yeah.
Rashawn?
First thing, I don't know if everyone caught it off first glance. I had to have someone else pointed out that N95 is a reference to like the COVID mask everyone was wearing, and then the chorus "Take It Off." I was like, oh, I see, yeah. So I thought that was really cool.
Question is Kendrick saying COVID is fake?
No, because he calls himself out about it.
Yeah, he calls himself out about it later in the
about-
project.
yeah.
But the line that really I kind of like circled around was like, the world's in a panic, women are stranded, the men are on a run, the profits are abandoned, and the laws take advantage, and the market is crashing. And there's been a Untitled, Unmastered. There's like, I think the intro is just him basically describing like the world turning into hell, and he references like biblical type of speak a lot, and we can get into like, you know, I think Mr. Morale can be like an allusion or allegory for like Jesus Christ, like saviors, you know, sacrifices, scapegoats, which it seems like that's a common theme here. And yeah, but it slaps. It goes hard. I like I like when Kendrick starts doing the voices. I'm like, oh man, you know, that's always been my shit personally. So overall, it's really good. It's something I wouldn't mind. Yeah, that video needs some love.
I really like the bridge on this song too.
Yeah.
Okay, see, that's y'all making me want to go back and actually dig into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, at first it was a song that I was just kind of like, okay, you know, it's cool, but I'm not gonna go back to it. But I have to go back to it. It's kind of it's cool. Just a note on the N95 video, like the scene where he's on you know, in the ocean, like
Yeah.
you know,
Floating.
floating. Yeah, like it's just crazy because it got like someone recorded that video happening like 3 years ago. So it was just kind of like, dang. That's,
Whoa, what?
Yeah. It's a scene where
This
okay. So
the clips from this video is from 3 years ago.
this right
this-
here,
that clip
yeah,
is.
it went on Twitter and it was like it was like during when COVID maybe started, and it was like Kendrick Lamar shooting a music video. You know, I wonder like what's it for, and it's just crazy to see like, oh, it was for this one.
So you might be right. The album might have come, and then the gap, like the 2 years of nothing moving them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Wow.
this was definitely about 2 years ago, I'll say.
Because that's a crazy view.
Because I remember everybody started talking about it. They was like, Kendrick Lamar album coming. He back
Exactly, yeah.
outside.
Yeah, exactly.
We saw him shooting a video.
Yeah, we saw him shooting a
We
video.
saw him shooting a video.
Exactly.
Like,
got a perm,
psych, he
Yeah,
holding
that's
that shit
wild.
for 3 years. Like,
Yeah.
That's a bold statement, though. We can't like look over like that position.
it's a preparation.
But culturally, as a black person, to like make like anybody, like I think the last person where it was like unanimously accepted that they made an illusion of being godlike was like Pac.
Yeah.
So to have him like
Floating like that.
yeah, basically saying like comparing himself to Jesus like that, like the thorn crown, I think that's a pretty bold statement.
But anyway, yeah, video. I mean, song. Yeah, song's good. I do like what he's talking about. The beat's hard. The video definitely. I feel like this is one of them songs you gotta watch the video with. It complements it really, really well. But good track. Yeah, good track.
He's very creative.
Yeah,
Because you don't know what's coming in the next scene.
Yeah,
Shit
literally.
hard.
yeah, he is creative. So what's our rating for this?
That's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, that's two.
Yeah.
Okay, well, see the
So-
music video kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically everybody. So
What is it?
okay,
What you got going on? You invented a whole new rating?
right?
Yeah.
That's a whole.
I think that equals one.
Nah, that's a 1.5.
Thank you.
Okay.
She giving like, it ain't just good. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It ain't really good. It's just pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, so
you,
basically
Tanner.
everybody likes this song.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it
It's
there.
hard.
Everybody likes the song.
Everybody likes this
In
song.
summary, it's hard.
2 thumbs up
Wait,
for
let me
me.
keep watching it.
Man, okay, we have track number 3, Worldwide Steppers.
Thank you.
Tanner.
Now you gotta take it back.
I
Son.
love this song. This might be my favorite song. This is up there for favorite songs.
Okay.
Definitely in my top 3 or 4. This song is just hard. He's just fucking rapping his ass off. And then this is it starts with the Kodak. Like Kodak comes out of nowhere with a little sound clip at the very beginning. Like, who would have thought? Why is Kodak? My first reaction was, why is Kodak on this album?
Yeah, exactly.
But that shit, hard song. Love it. I love Kendrick when he's in that bag of just like rapping, and talking about how he's better than everybody.
For how long? Yeah, 3:15.
I love braggadocious Kendrick, where he's just like, I'm better than all y'all. Pretty sure he calls himself a demigod at one point in the song.
Yeah.
So yeah, I fuck with that vibe.
Tina.
I thought this song was interesting just off the beat, first of all, because it was a beat that I don't think I would have ever thought he'd be on. This whole album kind of feels like that. I occasionally catch myself going back to this one, but I think the first 3 songs I really just need to go back and just fully in depth take it in, because it's also one of them songs, like if I'm in the mood to hear it, I'll listen to it. But I like all the things that he's starting to talk about in this song, because it's starting to tap in. Okay, what has Kendrick been doing? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, I asked Whitney if she was okay. Forget about it. Go on to this next thing. So it's like, okay, now he's starting to talk about Whitney. He's starting to talk about what he's been doing. He's starting to talk about how this made him feel. So I like the self-realizations he's coming to about himself, or he's starting to open up about himself with this track.
Okay.
I definitely feel a lot of that to kind of piggyback off of it. And I think it kind of gets into kind of what people have a reservation of, because he'll give you a moment where like he's rapping over like a soul sample, and it's like 8 bars, and then he cuts back into a whole nother beat, and people go, I wanted that. And I think the reason he's doing that kind of goes back to like the therapy like narrative, where it's like just streams of consciousness, where he's just reflecting on these random moments where he's not like ushering us in. He just says Whitney. He doesn't say my wife. He doesn't say my fiance, my child's mother. And like for me, it was like, is Whitney like? Because I don't think he's ever spoken on his wife even on record at all. So to have him kind of put us in that moment where he's just having that stream of consciousness, and a really cool moment that I kind of caught was like his wife kind of like confronting him, being like, "Hey, do you have an addiction?" And he's like, "Yeah, I think I'm racist." Like that type of like deflection is, I think that's very common with someone who's just starting to come to terms with like, you know, these feelings they're having as a result. So it's good shit. Plus, you know, the rapping. He's rapping his awesome.
Yeah, rapping his ass off.
Going stupid.
Damn, that was a good answer.
And the beginning of the beginning of the third verse. The beginning of the third verse is one of the hardest like concepts. I've never heard a bunch of people talk about it, but I've never heard anybody write it out like that. Where it's like he's touching on like the systematic, basically the way the systematic murders of like poor people are just like, but he's talking about it in the sense of murder. It's just it's oppression, you know. But he's talking about it in the sense of like murder. He's calling like the silent murderers. He says something. He's like church or preachers in church, crooks and burglars. Like it's just that dichotomy of just like these people are supposed to be who you look to,
who you look up to,
but they fucking doing you greasy
more
and
dirtier than you.
And don't give a fuck.
Over your head.
And don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
So I thought that was hard.
I think everything y'all said. This is one of my favorite.
Taking the easy way out.
This is one of my favorite tracks. Honestly, that beat is crazy. Like just whenever we was during the listening party, this is like one of my favorite beats. The beat was insane because he was just going. Yeah, definitely go back to this track.
I am sorry.
You got your AirPods in.
They keep disconnecting, I guess.
I go back to this track. Yeah, I'll say something about that later. But yes, great track. He rapping.
I would say he's 3 for 3 in my eyes.
Yeah. Like so far, you know, we good.
Yeah, started out. When we got to that song, I was definitely like, oh yeah, this is. I wasn't disappointed.
He's running. He's on the ground.
Yeah.
That song made me perk up. Worldwide Steppers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
it was
first
just like,
two was kind of like, okay. But then this one was like, oh, okay.
okay,
All right.
Definitely felt like a build up to that song.
Yeah,
The first
like,
two.
okay,
Yeah.
now we going.
The Kodak was such a subversion for me. I was
And
like,
that too,
okay,
yeah.
something else.
That was just a
That was just
real
dope.
surprise. It's just
Great.
like,
That was dope.
it's kind of back to where it was on one episode where you was like, who has the chance to be on a Kendrick album? And it's just like, that's just
Nobody
not
thought
someone
Kendrick.
I would even.
I mean, nobody thought Kodak.
Maybe
I wouldn't have
Kodak.
thought Summer Walker either.
Me either.
Yeah.
Or
So-
Blast.
Yeah. So whenever I heard Kodak, I'm like,
He's such a newer artist.
I'm sitting here
That's
thinking
I
that,
feel like Blast could be on there because he's been on a
Scissor?
no
but
Kanye album. Sorry.
Oh.
So it's kind of like, okay, well, I see what you're doing. I like you. Come over here. I could see that, but like,
Plus, he's from Compton, so.
oh, well, then that makes
That's
it even better.
okay, well, there you go.
it was just real cool to hear Kodak's voice. Just like, whoa. Wonder how that happened.
My question is because I think at one point in the album, Kodak says, like, in the studio with K-Dot fresh out the feds.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
on his,
so I wonder if this
interlude.
happened, like,
Yeah.
right after he
Right
got-
after.
I feel
Had to
like
be.
it had something to do like, okay, Trump just pardoned this man,
Yeah.
which is still crazy.
Yo, yeah, that's still a whole
legendary
story.
shit.
Yeah,
He
that's
need a
still a whole
movie.
story.
Like,
need a movie.
he need a movie for
yeah,
real.
like
Like,
Trump got you out.
Trump pardoned Kodak Black.
Yeah, the odds.
That is ridiculous.
That's a lie.
But, yeah,
Yeah.
like, that's insane. But when he says later in the album on his, I guess
It's
his
the
Silent
rich.
Hill.
Yeah. No, it's the
It's Rich and Early.
rich interlude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's the
is.
rich interlude.
Yeah.
He says that.
Nah, it's silent. It's in his verse. In Silent Hill.
It's in the rich.
It's in the rich interlude too.
It's only in the rich
Wait,
interlude.
throw me the line one more time. What were you saying? Oh, yeah.
In the studio with
you're
K-Dot, fresh out
it's
the
on-
feds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on. Yeah.
Pretty sure that's a rich interlude.
I can hear the flow in my head.
Like,
I'm
yeah, I was
pretty
gonna
sure
say.
you're right.
I've listened to that song like 30 times.
Yeah, the rich interlude. I don't want to jump ahead, but the
Or
rich
maybe I
interlude is
could-
more just like him.
I could be getting confused where he said, "Who would think I would be like with a legend or
Oh,
something
yeah,
like
that's
that?"
where I'm
That's
at.
where.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's confusing me.
But in his verse, he's like,
Okay.
he's like in the studio with K-Dot, fresh out the feds.
Yeah.
Okay.
That song too.
Imagine that. DM, imagine that DM. Use fresh out the fit. Hey, pull up real quick.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder
I don't
if he
even
likes
go to say,
Kendrick.
all right.
Right.
Like, does Kodak Black listen to Kendrick Lamar?
Right.
Probably somebody. I forgot. I think it was like Lil DeVale.
Yeah.
He said
Lil
that
Duval.
Lil Duval.
Duval, excuse me.
Disrespectful.
That was
I
funny.
don't.
Sauce girl.
I think it was him. Could have been somebody else, but he was saying that Kendrick Lamar is up there with like
Kodak Black is
Top.
up there with.
Yeah.
Top. Yeah.
and like people
Kodak-
clowned him about it.
Kodak Black is a.
We talked about that one
Yeah,
episode.
Kodak
He's a
Black is a
lyricist.
lyricist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's just Southern, so it don't sound the same.
Yeah.
It don't sound like serious.
It's very.
But
It
he's
sounds
talking
like
shit.
broken English, but he's talking basically in
Florida.
yeah.
Yeah.
Kodak be talking that shit.
Artist.
He done said a full sentence and it.
He talking in Floridian.
What do we think about Worldwide Steppers rating?
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah. Everybody. Oh, okay.
and when
Everybody
switches
two
that
thumbs
soul
up.
sample
Tino,
for that
one
8
thumbs
bars.
up. Yeah.
That-
It's
bro,
crazy.
the way that switched and then just switched right back, that shit was hard.
Next
Kendrick
track,
hard.
we have Die Hard with Blast and Amanda Reefer.
I was excited.
Yeah, this was this
This is a
nice.
hard
Yeah,
song.
this is that nice.
This
chill
song
vibe.
is hard.
Yeah,
Especially it's like a good like not comic relief, but like it's like it's a break.
one of them.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Smooth. Yeah, that's
Even though he's
smooth.
still getting them lines off.
Yeah, yeah.
He still got some lines in there where
Still
I'm like,
smooth.
okay, he's still talking that shit. But it's more like up tempo, you know what I'm saying? It kind of sounds like he trying to make the single song. And it's got Blast on it. I fuck with Blast heavy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was lit to see Blast on here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kendrick ain't dropped in 5 years. If you got on this album, you doing something.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So shout out Blast. But yeah, I really like this song.
Big Tina.
I think this was my first favorite song off this tape. It was it gives me summer vibes. It gives me you getting dressed, you getting ready to go out. And then it kind of conflicted me because I'm like, damn, he really like talking about how vulnerable he is and like how passionate he is and are you going to be in his corner? But it's like, I'm still over here bopping to it while I'm getting dressed. I personally think this would be a radio hit. I think this is one he could put on the radio. I don't know. I just liked how upbeat and simple it is and just, you know, it just makes you just want to vibe. But like you said, he's still talking his shit. He's still putting out his vulnerability. He's still telling you, hey, like, I really care about things like this. Do you love me? Do you trust me? Are you going to be there in my corner? Are you going to judge me while you're in my corner? Yeah, I really like this song.
Rashawn.
Pretty much same. It's a nice break.
Yeah, it
There's
is.
so much information going.
Henry going first on the next
That's fine.
I'm tired of not being
You'll
able
take
to
all
hit
the good
somebody.
answers,
I'm tired of not being able to hit somebody with. I'm gonna piggyback off you. You know.
Oh, no, go ahead.
But no, it's a nice break. I think the only thing I can comment on is like the sequencing. Sequencing is important. You know, you're not.
You thought it was a weird place to put it?
No, I think it's a great place.
Oh, okay.
Because I think there was just so much.
Okay.
Like.
He literally just laid out like the first maybe year and a half of his
like
life.
If you get into Father Time after Worldwide Steppers, I can see someone being like, "Yeah, this is too much.
I need a break. I need to break down to 3 tracks.
Can I have some vibes, please?" So yeah, Die Hard is that.
Yeah.
Yes. Definitely real chill. It was nice to hear Blast on here. I thought that was a random feature. But it was not. It was nice to hear his voice on here. Well, no. Okay, yeah. Worldwide Step was just my first favorite track on here, and then it would be Die Hard. I kept going back to this. track because it was just I put it on my chill playlist.
Yeah,
it's a chill summer song. Really, it's nice. I
my
like it.
windows down when the song on.
Yes, and I like to see a music video to it. That'd be nice. Rating for Die Hard. Yeah. Okay.
Straight.
Two thumbs up. 1 thumbs up.
4
next,
for 4.
Yes.
Yes.
Next we have Father Time. Father Time is great. The sample's crazy on this track. I keep going back to this track as well. One line that did stick out, I had to make sure I pulled up so I make sure I said it right. It was whenever he said, I love my father for telling me to take off the gloves because everything he didn't want was everything I was. I don't know. I just feel like that second verse Kendrick did, it was just nice. This made relationships seem clouded, never attached to none. So if you took some likings around me, I might reject the love. I don't know. I like what he was talking about, really. And then it was just a great track. This is a great track. And then you got Sampha. Is that how you said?
Sampha.
So then you got Sampha on there, and I haven't heard anything from him. Well, I haven't heard his voice since too much.
He hasn't dropped the album since like 2017.
Yeah, so it was just like, whoa.
Maybe earlier than that.
But he did great. Great track.
He fit perfect. Sampha fit perfect right
and this
now.
is one of those you just moving your head
The
to.
sample,
Yeah, it's
man,
just like.
he is talking that shit.
And then I just like when the beat just ride at the end. Then you bring the chorus back in. Yeah, that's hard.
But I like that he touched. You're not gonna see a lot of rappers touch on this subject matter in particular. The effects of your whole life being told to suck it up, or like the effects of like, you know what I'm saying, men don't cry, don't be a bitch, like that whole mindset, which is a real mindset.
That is a real mindset.
Most men go through that.
Yeah.
Most men by their fathers have said, "Hey, quit that crying shit. You look like a bitch."
Yeah. You look like a little girl.
Yeah.
It's just like,
no matter what's going on, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's just dope to see you a rapper who, because you know rappers normally supposed like, I'm this tough dude, I really kill people, I sell drugs, I fuck bitches. So it's cool seeing a rapper that's not. It's cool seeing Kendrick touch on that, because not a lot of rappers will or are going to.
Will not.
And the only other rapper I can think of that touches on that is like, I think Cole.
Yeah, Cole.
What's his song? He talks about it on the off season. Hold My Hand. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then
on his other tracks too.
Yeah, and then Jay-Z's got a song where he touches on it.
Like Yours Truly and Yours Truly.
Yeah, But yeah, dope song.
Go ahead, Tina.
So, I think this is one of my second favorite songs.
I'll be right back.
It's like you said, it's very insightful to see him talk about how his dad shaped and molded himself. Just they like knocked off all my concentration. I took it to another step because on the first album, what's the album called? His debut album.
Good Kid, Mad City or something?
Yes, okay. Good Kid, Mad City. You hear his dad throughout the tape, and his dad is like, where's my dominoes? Where's this? He has these little tidbits of his dad, and you think his dad is this cool person for him to get to this album and be like, yeah, my daddy kind of wasn't shit. He beat my moms. He did this. He did that. He would say this to me, and I took it this way. So this song was very insightful to just see how his dad's influence molded him into a person, and how it brought out these bad tendencies of himself that he doesn't like, but now he's learned to appreciate them. And I also take it to another personal level as someone that can relate to having daddy issues. I feel like a lot of people have dad issues that they don't speak about. So the fact that he took it to this next step and was just like, yeah, I have dad issues. This is what happened for my dad issues, and these are the things that I'm working through. And it's not his fault, but hey, here I am, and I'm going to accept all of it. So I think Father Time is a very beautiful song, and I feel like a lot of people, it's going to go over a lot of people's head because they think nobody wants to hear this, but it's the stuff that you should talk about. And also I saw somebody say this is an album for black men, and I thought that was very, very deep, because I feel like I've seen a lot of women kind of diss this album because they're like, oh, he's talking about this, oh, he's talking about that, but I can agree with it. I think it is an album for black men because he's showing how he sees himself, and I feel like a lot of black men and men in general see themselves in that way too, but just don't speak on it, don't know how to speak on it.
She said it. No, you said a lot. That part, that is all. But nah, this really fucks me up in a lot of ways. First, just the intro was really smart. Like, it took till I was hearing it on the way here, where I kind of realized the intro where it's like I think it's actually Whitney, where it's like, you really need some therapy, and like his response is, a real nigga need no therapy. And understanding like that exchange, and then it kind of trickles off in the keys. And I think that's him kind of like, we getting his perspective, where like, I've been that nigga in that conversation, be like, I don't need to talk about it. And then the first thing you do when you close that door behind you is you think about everything you did not want to talk about. Yeah. And like, the bar that really got to me was like, him saying like, his dad like killed his humanity just for practice. Where like this is an album for black men, where it's like growing up, like it kind of feels like you're going through boot camp, where like your parents are like, the world's gonna treat you disgusting. Yeah. So I gotta like toughen you up because you didn't grow up with the like wild shit I was going through. So I don't want you being soft out here. So I have to like artificially traumatize you to be prepared for the trauma.
And it's, now that you said that, it reminds me of the song Fear on what you call it? Like, I'll beat you to get through this. I'll beat you to do this. If you do this, I'll beat you black. I'll beat you again, beat you again.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, that's perfect though. That's a really good analogy. Awesome. Swag. But you did this. But yeah, it really fucked me up as like someone who's like you don't understand until like you at like a function or whatever, and someone does something minor and you just hit the roof. Yeah. And everyone's like, my nigga, what is wrong with you? And then you gotta like really settle down and really understand like that fade you want to fight with that person ain't really about them. It's about that fade that you want at 12 years old with your daddy, where it was like, hey, bro, like you either gonna go there and lay down, or we gonna scrap real quick. And you went there and laid down. So like from that point on, when you start getting big, you start like going through your change, you start looking like a man. You want to scrap, but it's like that thing from 10 years ago. You can't just storm in the room like, nah, bro, I'm ready now. Like. But now you in the community and like someone keep looking at you weird. It's like, well, you can get this problem too. I'm grown now. Yeah. And to have like, a rapper of all people be like, yeah, like we understand the narrative of like dad wasn't there, but it kind of, I don't think it gets spoken up a lot. Like being there just isn't enough. Like just being present is great, but you can also fucking nigga shit up just by being there and kind of just sending all this unfiltered shit you got from your childhood and being like, well, I'm just passing the baton to manhood, when in a lot of it, it's gonna blow a lot of opportunities for someone who don't have to hit a lot of those barriers you did. So it was a lot of that. I get a lot.
That was such a beautiful way to put that.
Yeah, it really was.
That was beautiful. Because I personally, I felt that. Yeah. When your parent is present but not doing enough.
Exactly.
It can mess you up. it can.
You run a lot of phase when you start hearing puberty, and you wonder like, why do I love fighting so much? Maybe that's just in me. It's like, nah, like it's something that like you socialize to do at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I think I took this song very personal
Hell yeah.
and took it from a woman's standpoint
Fair.
on how your dad acts. Yeah, because this when I left and like I really took this song made me cry. I was just like,
I was about to cry in this bitch too. I was like, nah, I can't.
Like, there he
These
coulda-
niggas will never invite me back again. Like,
no, I would have been like, it's okay.
He rapping about the exact reason why we wasn't gonna bring you back.
Like, dang.
it's like,
What a way to express myself.
yo, win the conversation. No, go talk to your daddy, bro. Like, you need a conversation with your daddy. It's like, well,
Shit.
But yes, this song was really nice. He touched on a lot.
absolutely.
What we give Father Son?
Toes,
Yeah.
fuck it, toes.
Hey, yeah.
Toes too, yeah. When
Everything.
toes.
Yeah, beautiful track.
he bring the hook back in. He brought the hook back in. I don't know who engineered this, who produced this, whatever. But
Yeah,
when they brought the hook back in,
yeah,
it's so perfectly.
yeah. Jesus,
Strike
that's strike three.
You out.
Strike three.
Honestly.
But yeah, so next track we have Rich Interlude. So this was really random. That it is beautiful.
This shit was dope.
Yes, this is dope because again, just hearing Kodak on a Kendrick album is already crazy enough, and to hear him rap about all this is crazy too. Rap money good, but I'm still pumping gas through the hood, dropping off plates to the fam like Thanksgiving. Got the baby sniper standing on the mark business. Yeah, sliding for yak. Like he was just going, and then I was like, hey, this boy going crazy.
So maybe Kendrick Lamar was like, I don't think people understand what Kodak Black is saying. So I'm gonna give him an interlude where I have no beat.
Yeah, and
I'm
what
gonna
he
tell
was
him to
rapping
talk as
over
coherent as possible.
was just crazy. This was nice, and I actually go back to this a lot. I just let it play.
Yeah.
And it's because it's just so Kodak. It's real Southern. I mean, let's get more into I guess the voice or whatever. But like it's just real Southern. It's just like I could easily shoot a visual to this. Like when I'm listening to this, I have a whole visual going down, like just music video wise. But like this is fire. Very wow factor. This was a wow factor. Like nice because it's Kodak.
It's Kodak.
Like it's Kodak.
Yeah, especially as someone who's I haven't dug into Kodak like that, so I've only known no flocking Kodak for the majority of his career.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
So I only know that side of him,
Yeah.
like that type of rapping shit. So when I heard him, I think I even said on the live stream, I was like, "This is the most coherent I've ever heard Kodak Black ever be." And one line, it's always a line with me where it was like he said, "Whoever knew I would grow up to be a fucking Kodak."
Yes.
And I'm like, that you can take
What a
that
line.
a good
Right.
way, or like the wealth and putting niggas on and having like his whole family like move up hella tax brackets, or you can also take it as like a menace, like on like
Yes.
the nigga who's like, these stories are real, like I've really been out here before I got to this point.
And it just sounded like everything that he was just saying. I'm just like, damn, like I know he went through all this. Like I know he did all this. And again, what me and Tina was saying earlier with the he's like, what you doing with Kendrick? Oh, what you doing with a legend? Oh, so what they call you? You know, it's just like,
That's hard.
like
The
dang,
last like 8 bars are stupid.
yeah,
When
very
it's all,
stupid.
when it's all said and done, we ain't leaving empty-handed. That's on gang. That's on my Dukes. Poured in the bitch, but she fall through. Making ends meet. Deadbeat. Had to steal for a meal you can't eat. You know, poverty. Red Cross food banks.
Yep.
WIC. Now look at this shit. We on
Weak. Now
property.
he's filling out weak.
Yeah, that last line too. Now look at this shit. We on property. It's like, damn, you did all that. You know,
Had
like,
to.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who's on top?
Had
Yeah.
to.
That's what's up. That's fire. I guess that was kind of a little bit of everybody's review. Like,
I kind of like it like that. Just throw out the song titles. Whoever starts talking first.
Okay.
I
That's what
like-
we're doing.
Yeah.
I don't really catch myself going back to it, but if I listen to the album whole, I do let it play. But I do like that he does not have a beat. I like that he has this
Yes.
on this elegant piano just playing in the
yes.
background, going
and
crazy.
it's just so southern.
And he's just talking.
Yeah.
And it's like you said, I've kind of been on that Kodak bop. I haven't really dug into Kodak like
Kodak
I want
hard.
to. I need somebody to be like, look, this is the album you start with and you go from there.
Yeah.
Like you did with Jay-Z. I did
Okay.
that. And it's nice.
I can do that with Kodak.
It's
I need that too, by the way.
it's nice. It's like you said, it's a wow factor. It's just Kodak?
Yeah. Like, he has a whole track.
Okay.
You know what I
Sweet.
think about when I think about this? Like the combination of like this elegant like poetry and like that southern shit, or like it's like gritty hip hopness. I think of like how Dark Fantasy was that merge of like, it was supposed to be like trashy guttural like type of like culture or whatever, with like these strings and something that was supposed to be so elegant. And, like, it's that for me. This is very it slaps.
I like when artists do that.
Great interlude.
Yes, great interlude.
That was a great way
what we
to
think
just
about
give
Rich
a break.
interlude? Yeah, like that was fire.
That's great.
That's dope. Next track we have Rich Spirit.
I like this song a lot.
I'm a go. Yeah, go ahead. So, Rich Spirit is, I think that's one of my top favorites. I just love how he manipulates his voice and how he changes his flow and how he just talking. You know, he's just talking. And the second verse of Rich Spirit just.
That second verse is
It
hard.
it just catches my soul. Like it just made me want to jig. And
Kendrick doing that brother shit is funny.
yes,
as fuck.
yes. And you know who it reminds me of?
Brother.
Leak.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Leak, and that might be why I like it. But it just has a cool. It's just real cool. Yeah, Rich brother, brother.
The chorus is nice too.
Yeah.
It is. It's just a really nice song, and he's just.
It's a smooth song.
Bro, and he'll have songs like this. Is the thing about this album. He has these songs like this, and he's still getting like just the deepest lines off.
Yes.
Like the morality can wait. Feedback on low latency. I'm glitching from the face. As my thoughts grow sacredly, I'm running out of space. Ask Whitney, she okay? Never mind 100K.
Ooh.
Yeah, that
Says it right there.
Like, bro, what? And this is like up tempo, like.
Rich Spirit.
Yeah, he's
crazy.
like he's dropping some like
Yeah.
heavy little hitters. And he's like but it's like
He having fun with it. Yeah, he having
it's
fun
like
with it.
did he
He's
just say
having
that?
fun with it.
Oh, the next line, bro. This man is a fucking genius, bro. Never mind 100K. Why you lying on Benjamin? He turning in his grave, bro. That motherfucker is a genius, bro.
It's a lot to break down. Well, that's just gonna come with Kendrick, but it's so much to break down.
Yeah.
So much to break down.
I'm Christ with a shooter.
God has shooters.
That's
Crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. What we think about Rich Spirit?
And my toes.
He ain't getting no toes from me on this one, but he got two
I
toes.
like Rich Spirit.
That brother flows.
Thumbs up, thumbs
Brother.
up. Next track we have is "We Cry Together" with
This
Taylor
shit.
Page.
Y'all step out.
This shit.
Cause
This
This
shit.
was crazy.
I'll play.
Like yeah, even on the live stream, like this hooked me.
Yeah, I was like, bruh.
Like 5 minutes and 41 seconds.
Anybody
of just
that's ever argued with their significant other can relate to this song. If you've ever been in a fucked up relationship, like nobody's had all 100% relationships. Like everybody's been in one of these arguments in life.
This whole song, like, bro, I just had to. It was just a visual. Like, it was just like. I felt like I was in the middle of it. Like, hold on, Taylor, hold on. I was just, hold on, everybody, hold on. Yeah, like, hold on. Like, okay, you got a point, but hold on. Like, just hold on. Like, hold on. It was just like, I don't know. The back and forth was dope. Her voice was perfect.
What's
A
crazy?
lot of people think it was. Yeah, a lot of people think it was Rico Nasty. Yeah.
That wouldn't work.
Oh, no, I don't think so, too. But, yeah, a lot of people thought it was her voice at first. But the back and forth was...
Does anybody know who Taylor Page is?
She is an actor from... she got her start with the show. It was on VH1. And she was like a cheerleader. And she was like going back and forth. They was a basketball team. They was cheering, all that. But that's how she got her start. And then she's been like a couple of other movies. But, yeah, this is a whole, like, actress.
Yeah. She killed that shit.
And it was just crazy. It was just like... I don't know. This was a fire track. Like, I just find this really fire. Because I just felt like, I don't know. It was just, woo.
I cannot
Rewinding
listen
life
to
a little
this.
bit. That's fair.
I can.
That's fair.
I think, like, I'm listening to it right now to keep it with the songs, but, like, this is just, like, it's making my anxiety just flare.
Like
Yeah.
Another
It is
album
too much.
coming. No. On the way.
Like,
Appreciate you, Kendrick.
but like y'all said, like if you've ever been in a relationship, especially coming from this is we just gonna keep it book. This is from a toxic standpoint. This is
toxic.
This is not shit I want to argue about, and then they go fuck afterwards. No,
Woo.
thank you.
Yeah,
It's just, I think it hits a nerve because it's like, I've been in this position. I've been the one, fuck you, yeah, da, 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 da. And it's just like, once you get to argue, it's like, okay, what did we just argue about?
Yep, let's fuck.
And I cannot listen to this. Yeah, literally.
That's fine.
And it's just
straight,
like,
good.
nothing was resolved.
Yeah, nothing was resolved.
Nothing was resolved. Like, I can't come
got a
to
nut,
you.
you got a nut. Congrats.
Probably even barely.
Yeah.
But now we all just bad.
That's
So it's
crazy.
just, it's just like, you know, I hear her side and she's like, yeah, I should have left. I should have went to Atlanta 9 years ago and I should have did this and you holding me back. And he was like, bitch, you really ain't holding me up and you ain't doing this. And it's just like, oh my God, if y'all really gonna argue like this, just leave each other the hell alone. Like, shit.
It does hit a nerve because it's just like, I feel it.
It's just like, shut the hell up. Like, damn, you don't like her, but you like her sometimes. Kill that shit. You like him, you love him when you want to. Now you're mad at this. Stop, please.
Yeah.
I like the beginning, like when he got the instruments, and I'm like, whoa. But as soon as I hear
out of nowhere, it's like, whoa, what happened? We was cooling. What did he say?
I let the beginning go first, but as soon as I hear that, fuck you. But
because it starts so strong.
If I take, because that's how it is.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, you in a toxic relationship, it's constant. There's never a moment to just breathe.
Yeah.
And but I do like that he put this on this album because I feel like a lot of people just stick and stay in relationships just because, oh, I love you. Oh, I care about you. But it's just like, if you really listen to what they say, they can't stand each other worth a can of paint.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they don't like each other.
Yeah.
And then they think they resolved it because it's like, okay, yeah, you laid me down.
Yeah.
Nothing was resolved. It's just like...
Yeah.
And you speaking past each other, which is like...
Yeah. Like, she literally just said, you're the reason for Trump. You're the reason why Harvey Weinstein saw his demise or end or something like that. Like that's a hard ass allegation. You blaming your man for the the allegations. The
state of the world almost.
Yeah, like for another man's, it is just like
she basically blamed him for all of misogyny.
Yes.
You the reason people misogynistic.
Which is kind of what people turn into in that argument. It's like,
Yeah.
you are the reason everything is bad in my life right now because I'm mad as hell.
and it sucks because they're communicating, but they're not communicating in a way to just be like, hey, I hear you.
And then the last thing that's said is stop tap dancing around the conversation.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
But it's despite it messing with my anxiety.
Yes.
No, hit right.
That they said, but it is a good song because it gives you.
It's a creative. This is
Very.
so
That
creative.
took
Like,
time.
damn, this is because it sounds so real.
It
Just
is
like,
real.
Like you literally like just walked into a room and I just feel like I'm in the middle of it. Like, whoa.
I actively get uncomfortable.
yeah,
like,
just-
Yeah, like
damn.
whoa, like hold on, I get it, but hold on, like what?
Like, let her speak. Let him speak.
Hold on,
Let him speak.
Like, what? Oh, don't take that kid.
But I do like the part where he gets mad and she's like, you bad, you
Yeah.
bad, and then he takes her keys and then
Yep.
she's like, give me back my
Yeah.
keys, I have to go to work. He's like, you bad,
bad.
now I got you bad. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, y'all are
Just
so
like,
petty.
damn, yeah, that's petty. Just take the
Like,
tack, take the tack.
You gonna walk.
Right, you gonna
Like-
walk, bitch. Like,
walk in that
damn.
bitch.
Like, can we
Give me
die?
my keys.
Like, can you
Like,
please
no,
just give me
bitch,
my
I thought
keys?
this was supposed to be like a super serious track, but there's definitely some lines in there. Where I was like,
Oh
this
yeah,
is
definitely.
yeah.
I like the other part where he's like, my mama gave you that Honda. And she was like, yeah, but she throws it in my face every chance she get. I was like, God,
that shit right there.
damn.
Yeah.
She said I should have fucked on your cousin.
He was like, bitch, what?
What? You heard me?
You heard me.
Like, fuck you.
And then somebody tweeted that. They was like, King. King in the corner.
Oh, wait. But what we think about this track?
I give it a thumbs up.
If I
I'm
take
not
out
gonna
my
listen to it.
anxiety.
Yeah, if I take out my it's a strong. Yeah.
I'm giving it 2,000 cut. It's just really creative and it
Yeah.
makes you feel like you're in a room. Like this is a visual song.
Yeah.
Like
That with a
literally, I
small
like
room.
literally I like pictured.
No windows.
You stand on the couch
Shoulder to
watching
shoulder
go back
in
and
that
forth.
bitch.
Like I just pictured all this happening, like just around me. Like Jesus.
This
Yeah,
the
we
couple
like
that
fly on
argue
the
in the
wall.
car, and they be like, "I'll run this bitch off," and you in the backseat like,
Like,
"Please,
no,
please."
No.
Like, you know, if you gonna do that,
out.
drop me off.
I'm gonna get off.
Nah, that's when you tap on that shirt. Hey, I'm in here too.
Yeah, like,
No, that's the part where they bring you in, like, you do this with my man. Say, I don't give a fuck about it. I was
fuck
like,
him. Like, we can all die in this bitch. No, we don't.
Whoa!
No.
Like, that's where I gotta stop you.
No.
We can all die in this bitch.
I like
Y'all
the door.
can.
Yeah, I like the door.
Y'all can die.
Yeah,
Oh, you know, just slow down a little bit. I'll roll out.
Right.
absolutely.
A great track, very creative. Next track we have Purple Hearts with Summer Walker and
this song.
Ghostface Killer. I love this song.
This is
it.
another
Like-
summer jam type.
Yes.
I get ready to this.
This is the number one song I
I'm gonna
keep
get
going back
married.
to, actually. Yes. I actually, out of all the songs, I literally go back to that song the most. Like, it's just, Summer was nice.
This is
Just a nice song. And then Ghostface, that was just real random to have. And he
and
was
his feature
going
was
stupid.
Closing out.
But I also like how he put this song right under that because it's like, okay, everything is cool.
Yes.
The beat reminds me of like not a Teletubbies,
beat's
like a
stupid.
Rugrats type song, like the little xylophones and then
some,
like
some
the
Pierre shit.
no
Okay.
Rugrats. Like if you
You compare
Well-
Pierre to Rugrats a lot.
well,
so that's
Pierre
why I
had
said
to
that.
get its inspiration for Rugrats.
Okay, so back to the root. Okay.
Rugrats.
Yeah.
Like because if you go back and listen to like songs that I forgot what that song. Take me back. I wanna go home. That song is made for Rugrats, the movie, but like it gives me that type of vibe. Like it's just like it's light, it's airy, but then you also have Summer
Very
Walker
light.
talking about like I hate my baby daddy.
Yeah, I hate it here.
That man is asking me if I'm still on the pole, asking me if I'm in niggas' faces, and it's just like
she made a whole career off hating London on the track.
That's crazy.
The music be hard too.
Yeah, oh god, she
Wait,
be
is this
going
the one with the
fade.
Griselda drums? Like is this the one?
No, you was talking. No, but speaking
But
of
it's-
Griselda, We Cry Together was made for Griselda first.
oh wow.
Okay. That's probably what I was thinking of.
But
the
it's-
drum
That's
roll.
what Alchemist.
I don't know. It's a nice like after hearing them argue.
After 5 minutes and 41 seconds of arguing.
Yeah, but
like,
Summer held her
Jesus.
own on this, and
She
I'm
did.
glad that he put her on it.
She went dumb.
Yeah,
I
she
think
went
carried this on.
Beautiful
she,
feature.
Because she gives you that toxic element. She is always singing about
And it's
something
like the other
toxic.
perspective.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So I think it was
Very
nice that
beautiful
he
track.
put her right under there.
Very beautiful track. What do you think about Purple Hearts?
2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
And my toes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Great
they got
track.
my toes too.
Amazing
This
track.
I probably played this one and Father Time the most.
I probably have two, and we're about steppers for me.
Rich Spirit, Purple Hearts. So far on this, and Die Hard has been, and
Yeah,
Father Time.
So let's do our favorite off disc one. What's our
Okay.
favorite
Okay.
off disc one?
My favorite off disc one, mainly for the creativity, would have to be We Cry Together. I just find that so like it's just very few tracks that I feel like I'm in the song. Like, I
Yeah.
just feel like Jesus, and it's
Yeah,
just real creative. Like that's very creative to me.
I
I
think I
wish it
also don't
wasn't
like that song
quite
because I
as
don't like
long
to
because I
argue.
can't go back and listen to it. Like
That too, it
this
is very
one that I
long.
haven't went back to a lot.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's
'Cause,
crazy
like-
how many plays it still got though.
I ain't gonna lie. If not We Cry Together, it'll have to be Father Time.
Yeah, his stream's going dumb.
Yeah.
Y'all see he projected to do 350 first
I
week?
did see that. Yeah.
Yeah,
really?
I think it's already done 325.
Yeah,
I
it's
saw.
something like that.
325. He gonna smash 350 if it's already done 325.
Favorite track?
Father Time.
I have a few. Oh
Yeah,
my
that's-
goodness.
Father Time.
Definitely had to have.
We gotta narrow it down to one.
Rashawn?
I'm gonna have to say
Father Time. Okay.
Rich Spirit
Okay.
because I see my eye. If I go back to that one more,
Okay.
Definitely listen to Father Time probably the most.
Yeah, that would
or
definitely be my
Purple
second.
Hearts. One of the two.
and then Die Hard, and then Purple Hearts, and then Father.
Oh,
She got a whole list.
but that is that's disc
disc
one
one.
of Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Then
so,
you have
we'll we'll talk about it at the end. But do y'all think that's Mr. Morale or the Big Steppers?
I think that's the big step.
I think that's Big Steppers too.
Yeah, me too. All right.
It's very big. It's very not as personal.
Yeah.
Overall, what do we think about disc one? Like rating
Loved
wise,
it. Well, 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs
might
up.
be two
Are we
thumbs
doing
up too.
thumbs or
Yeah.
rating? Okay, yeah.
2 thumbs up and my toes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have to agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 thumbs up and toes.
So now we have this two, which is that's 9 tracks as well. We'll go ahead and jump into Count Me Out. That's the intro for this two. This
I like Count Me Out a lot.
I don't go back to it, but yeah, I like it. I don't love it, but I like it. It's
I think it
cool.
was a good start for the second disc.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say about that track actually. I don't really go back to it.
I love this track. I think for me, it's just he has a lot of verses that he says, like little nuggets that he says. But I love I don't know. It's just very pretty. And he's like, I love when you count me out. But like he's talking about like all the things that kind of like make him who he is. I think my favorite lyric off of it is he says, I've made a decision. Never give you my feelings. Fuck with you from a distance. And it's just like, damn, like, yeah, I felt that.
I felt that too.
I felt
100%.
that. And like, I will literally go back. I will rewind the track back just to hear that. And it's like, damn, he's like why I had to make a decision that I can't give you how passionate I am about you, and I gotta fuck with you from a distance. And I feel like a lot of people always have to do that. Like, you can't really genuinely be your full self and just be like, hey, I love you, I care about you, because that person either just and push it back. So it's just like, damn, now I gotta fuck with you from a distance. I gotta feed you with a long handle spoon. And I'll just be like,
I don't want to, but I have to.
Damn it,
you
Kendrick. I love this song.
Yeah.
He said, I love when you count me out, bitch. Yeah, I love when you count me out. Shit. He said,
it's a good melody too.
It does. And it's just, it's another one that's like I said, he's saying a lot of shit.
He's saying deep ass shit, but he's saying it in like, it's like a joyful.
Yes, it's very
very
light.
Yeah.
But I love this
saying
song.
some heavy shit.
He said, when you was at your lowest, tell me where the hoes is at.
Yeah.
When you was at your lowest, tell me where the bros is at.
Yeah.
Rough.
He's saying some very simple shit, but it's just like, damn, where were they?
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
And my toes.
He just got it done for me.
I love when you got me out.
Good intro.
Yeah.
For this too. Next track is Crown. Yeah, y'all keep that.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I love
Coming from Count Me Out.
Wow.
No, he says some beautiful stuff in Crown, but it literally go like, I feel like the life is sucked out of me when I listen to Crown.
So I like the thing I like the most is the introspect, basically like what he's talking about. So, and he's talking about it from a lot of perspectives. So like, the song's called Crown. So when I hear Crown, the first thing I think of is like, like a leader, a ruler, or something like that.
Yeah.
Which Kendrick is a leader in a lot of places in his life. Like, he got a family. Many would consider him leading the rap game. Like, but he's saying like, I can't please everybody. Like, like I'm gonna have to. Somebody gonna get let down in this bitch, and that's just the consequences that come with wearing the crown. So that's why I thought that I just really like that song.
No. That's it definitely does play into the narrative, like the crown, the album cover. One thing I wanted to touch on that was crazy to me. It reminded me of he said, I think his cousin sued him. He said, my cousin sued me thinking he has the privilege. Yeah. And I was like, damn. Like, imagine like that's a common experience, it sounds like, where a lot of people get to a certain point, they feel like they handed out money, and then like 2 years in, like the same person you was like, I got you this car, is like suing you because you feel cheated. And it's like, why, when this wouldn't happen because of me, but now you want to take more from me? Yeah. Like, that reminds me of the Kanye, like, my cousin stealing my laptop type thing. It was like, it just,
what song is that? No More Parties?
Yeah, No More Parties in LA.
Yeah.
And the thing that sets it back for me, and why it's the only thing I'd be like, it drags.
It does.
Yeah.
It's too much.
He doesn't change the tempo. He doesn't change his voice. It's just very
just like constant.
Hey, look here, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
And you won't hear.
Let me tell you something.
It's, don't get me wrong, he says some.
Yeah, he definitely says some.
I want to dive into it, but
I think he's looking in the mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's looking in the mirror talking to
It's like
himself.
He's meditating on it, especially with the hook.
Yeah, but he's like, everything he's talking about, it sounds like he's saying it to himself.
Yeah. The momentum
Can't
stops
please everybody.
in not necessarily a good way. Yeah. Because then after that, Silent Hill is kind of like back to that, like it's a bop. Yeah. So yeah, Crown, I don't go back to Crown a ton unless I'm like listening.
I ain't even got hearted.
I'm a fan. I like that one.
Yeah, I'll give that.
What do we think about it?
Give it a thumbs.
Yeah, I'll give it that side.
Damn, y'all hate it. No. Y'all ain't
The
looking
people
at yourself
listening,
enough.
Tanner is the only one.
I think I do too much.
Yeah.
Next track is Silent Hill with Kodak Black.
I love this song.
I love this
song
song.
is so fun.
I love this song.
I hope they do a music video, and I hope it makes no sense.
Yeah, it's just cool because it's Kodak. It's just like, dang, Kodak on this bitch again. Like, damn.
He done it 3 times, ain't he?
Yeah, 3 times. Like, that's dope. It's just dope. And the chorus is nice. Definitely gonna be a TikTok dance.
Oh God,
Yeah.
it's gonna be on TikTok.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm surprised it hasn't
Yeah,
yet.
Kodak's got one of my favorite lines that I mentioned earlier. Was
Repeat that one more time.
in the studio with
Oh, yeah.
fresh out the feds. That's
That's a hard line,
such a
bro.
hard line.
I found the line here. Red Cross kept a nigga fed in the studio with K. Dot fresh out the feds. Like,
Yeah, like that's
Red
a
Cross kept a
crazy.
nigga fed. That is
That's crazy.
come on,
That's crazy.
That's a journey.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Dumb.
Yeah, this was a great track. Fun, like you said, it's a fun track. I hope they do a music video for it, and yeah, we'll see that TikTok dance soon.
Once again, the flow. I feel like a lot of people are gonna take movies like, I don't like the flow. What is he doing on the hook? And it's like if you fixate on that, it's like the top of the morning thing.
Yeah.
If you fixate on the meme, like you're gonna miss all of like the great shit about the track.
Yeah.
So yeah.
it's a cute little burger. He's like, get these niggas out me like,
Yeah,
I just always like how he
shit
makes all these
fun.
little sounds and he
Yeah.
puts them in his songs.
yeah.
This shit is
I
fun.
like
What
when artists do that.
Yeah.
Me too. What do we think about Silent Hill?
And I'm gonna put the toes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
got my
all
toes,
thumbs up. All thumbs
Got
up.
my
Fire
toes,
track.
Toes up.
Next we have Savior Interlude.
This is what I want from Baby King.
Please.
This was nice.
This was extremely nice.
This was this reminds me. I think it's Scapegoat on his last album.
Yeah.
It gives me that same.
This is
vibe.
what I want. This
Yes.
is what
Yeah.
this is what we want.
Because this kind of gave you more in depth of like who Baby Keem is
Exactly.
and where Baby Keem had to start and grow from to be where
It's the
he is.
introspection
Yes.
But the urgency.
yeah, introspection.
He said the engineer dying if these files don't come through. I was
yeah,
like,
that's
God.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's a
That
crazy
means
line.
This shit gotta work. There's nothing else
The engineer gonna
except
die
this.
if the file don't back
The
up.
file don't back up.
That's
Woo.
crazy.
Nah,
Can I be mad at that?
I ain't never
Nah.
engineering Baby King. I promise you that. We're gonna have smoke.
You better make sure you got 2 backup
yeah.
files.
He said, "I'll
Right.
catch a body. I put that on everyone except my mama."
Yeah.
You know, it was.
This is hard.
Yeah, nice interlude.
Hard. I also think it's dope that it's called Savior Interlude because I think that's what Kendrick's doing. He's like, all right, I gave y'all all these years, all these albums, all this knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So, like, I'm just going to head pass it off. You know what I'm saying? Here you go, King.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
I'm
take
excited
the,
to see Keem's career.
take
Yeah,
the
for
baton
real.
Yeah.
and take off. Well, I mean, he's going to have Kendrick behind him the whole time. So,
Yeah.
like, he can't be fucking stopped.
Yeah.
I like how their friendship is growing. Like I know they're family, but I
You're
like
not
how
necessarily
you're
always
To the-
friends with your
yeah,
family.
and that is
That
very
is
true.
true.
So it's just like it's cool to see them like in the music videos together. Like the video that you just put up in
95?
95, like
Yeah.
they're, you know,
Plus what?
Keem
Cause
is
I feel like with
the
families, it's like,
father.
of course you want to be a rapper. Like my little cousin, of course he wants to be a little. You know, of course you want to be a rapper.
Yeah.
But I like
You
how
just
he earned his spot. If that makes
Yes,
sense.
it's like no, I'm dead serious. Like
Because like
It's
now
dope
I want to
that-
do this
It's dope that
and
he
produce.
never. He didn't acknowledge that he was Kendrick's cousin until after he had earned his spot.
Yes, because
As
you
you
can
should.
easily start up. Yeah, I mean, I'm Kendrick.
I'm Kendrick cousin.
Kendrick
Give me a
cousin.
verse.
Yeah, so give me a verse. It's like nigga, we don't give a fuck. You don't fucking care.
Yeah, don't nobody care.
Like,
Are
can
you
you
nice?
flow like
Yeah,
Kendrick?
right.
Yeah, you
Okay,
nice.
so
We know
but
your cousin nice. Are you?
yeah, are you? What we think about Savior Interlude rating?
This one I want to hear more of this from King.
Yes.
Yes, it was real nice, and I can't wait to see him perform. We'll talk about that after. But Savior with baby. Oh, I'm sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
you're fine. But I was also gonna say I love how he's on these violins and these horns and it's like, you know, the
Oh,
classical.
yeah,
It's really nice. I like how Kendrick is doing that.
Correct. Next track is Savior with Baby Keem and Sam Do.
I like this song.
Yeah, I
too.
love this song.
I'll step out.
Great.
I need first the intros and everything. Kendrick made you think about it, but he is not your savior.
Yeah.
Cole made you feel empowered, but he is not your savior.
I think this relates a lot back to like the Crown. Like this relates a lot back to Crown. Just like the same thing. Like, okay, guys, like I'm the greatest rapper ever, but I'm just a fucking normal dude over here with my kicking with my family. Like, I'm not Jesus, even though I call myself a demigod and all that shit. I'm not Jesus. I can walk on water, but I'm not Jesus.
Yeah. Definitely one of my favorite tracks on the disc too. Aside from Silent Hill.
Shit cracking outside.
Savior is one of my favorites also. Again, I like how he kind of just switched up his flows.
That's thunder, yeah.
I like Baby Keem on the chorus when he's like, "Are you happy for me?
Yes.
Really? Are you happy for me?" I like the last part of where he's like, "I'm out the way. Are you happy for me?"
Yeah.
That's some real
That's
shit.
some
Like
real shit. That's some real shit.
people, you know, people always want to be in the eye, want to be in the public, want to be seen, want to get that accreditation, want to get that, oh, okay, yeah, people love me and they appreciate me. But it's just like, will those people still love you and appreciate you when you not in the public eye, when you really just kind of just ducked off to yourself? Like, are you really happy for me that I've found this piece?
Is this the song where Kendrick has a line about Baby Keem and his aunt? He's like, watch my aunt go from an addict.
Yeah.
Now his firstborn.
That's hard.
Watch to see his firstborn make $1 million.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Tough.
That's a great
That's
line.
like-
Yeah,
That's tough.
Right there.
Add to a
That line-
billion.
yeah, that
I mean, it's
line
$1
just
million.
hit me,
You
man.
know?
One
Yeah,
gen,
like,
one generation.
Yeah.
Watch my aunt turn from an addict to her oldest son making $1 million or something.
Making $1
something
million.
like that.
that.
Like, it's $1 million.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
whoever would have thought.
Yeah. He also-
Yeah, this was a nice track. This was real cool.
Kendrick's just rapping.
Like, just real,
I enjoy this album.
real suave.
This is
Just,
a great album.
Yeah, it's a great album.
good, bro.
What we think about Savior, the track?
and the toes.
Yeah.
The more I talk about it, the more I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
score's
it's-
going up right now.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
The next track is Auntie Diaries.
This shit.
I love this song.
This shit is amazing.
It's one of them. It's creative
Yeah.
to me. A very.
The listenability
I put in my
does
creative
suffer, which I understand.
Say that one more time.
The listenability.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's, as a song, it's like it's something where
It's
you
all
kind of have to
it's
care about
all
the
lyrics.
narrative. The
Yeah,
narrative.
it's
part
all
of it.
lyrics.
Yeah.
I saw
It
a
is all lyrics.
lot of people not like this song because he drops the F word,
Mm-hmm.
and he says it multiple times.
But that's the point.
That's the
Like,
point.
I don't.
That is the
like,
point.
It's music.
Oh no,
It's
I get
music.
that.
It's
But a
supposed
lot
to,
of people
like-
also don't like it because they say that he misgenders his aunt.
Yeah. And his cousin.
So it's just okay. I understand you want him to be correct.
So somebody, can somebody educate me on that?
Sure.
How does he?
Yeah, so his auntie's a man now. I don't know if that necessarily. I'm not from that community. And I'm not from that community. I haven't really talked to my homies who are. I think one has listened to the album. They say they don't mind it, but you know they're not monolithic.
Basically calling.
Yeah. So
His-
auntie's a
his-
man.
his aunt.
He should have used he pronouns.
Oh, okay.
Even like auntie's still a little
Yeah.
but he should have probably done like the hey he was the first person I saw write
got
raps
you.
and whatever.
I
Yeah.
got you.
How I took it from not also being from the LGBTQ community, I took it more as like when he said my auntie is a man now, I think he was trying to say that, okay, she's more man than half of these men that are here because she's actually living in her truth.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's why I like the song because it's like, okay, this is your perspective of how you saw your aunt growing up. So in the beginning, he's laying down the foundation of, okay, this is my aunt. In the time, he would wear his hat back with a Paul Masson and he's cool and he got his girl and all my uncles are mad at him and I asked my mom and she's like, I don't know.
love that line.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
He always had.
Like, that's a cool ass dude.
He's
He
always
was
had
had
more women.
Yeah.
yeah, that's a cool ass dude. And he's
Yeah.
like, I want to be him when I grow up.
That dude.
And it could be from that kid's perspective of like, how do you explain that to a kid? Well,
Yeah.
auntie is a man now. Like,
Yeah.
and I think one of the in one of the lines about his cousin, he unfortunately like dead names. Dead name is when you use like a trans person's old
Yep.
name when they're going by their like a different
Demetrius.
name. So Demetrius is a woman now.
No, I
Or
think he
Mary
said-
Ann now.
yep.
Demetrius is Mary Ann now.
Yeah.
And like that's. But if you were trying to explain that to a kid or a lot of adults who that's a foreign concept to, you go, it's not Demetrius, it's Mary Ann now. And they go, okay, I like that opens the door
Yeah.
for like the understanding.
I
is why
think-
take it.
I think he's coming from a point. I think he's saying it ignorantly to show you how ignorant we as people can be when it comes to
What
somebody
he
that
was walking out of in a way.
and he's transitioning.
Also,
And so I thought it was beautiful how he
if
told
you're-
the story.
If you're offended by this song, refer back to N95.
I mean, people are going to take things how they feel because there
Yeah.
are some people that are being, there's some people that are trying to do what Kendrick is talking about, and there are people that are deliberately just being like, yeah, I'm gonna call you what I want to call you.
And-
I'm gonna call you what I
And I
been
think
calling
he
you.
kind of accidentally calls himself out at the very end where he says, like, if we should be okay with this being used for art, and someone put it in terms and it made me understand it, and I immediately was like, I agreed with the people on like Twitter or whatever. It was like, imagine if like Jack Harlow wanted to show how like connected he was by connecting, being like, I used to use the N-word, nigga, and then everyone who's like, bro, it's just a word, like it's the F word, everyone's getting on his head. So it's like,
that's a good point.
Yeah, so when I saw it like that, I'm like, yeah, if you're not a part of that community, like, I get it. The narrative is important, and I'm all for like artists expressing themselves. But once you put it out, you got to get the criticism back, whatever comes with it.
Because I think, going off what you saying, I think he did call himself out because his aunt was like, okay, yeah, we can say that word together, but as long as the white girl can say nigga, and then the song cut. So I'm just like, oh, okay. So it's like you see his journey through accepting his aunt and his aunt accepting herself.
Yeah.
It's just a dope song.
Yeah. And then
it's so dope.
Actually, one thing I remember when the white girl like went viral at his concert because she did that. And I thought about that, and I remember it was like that moment of like him being like, nah, you was not finna do that on my stage. And how like words mean thing to people. It's not just the noise you make. Yeah. There's a lot of history that come with words, and I know people where it's like, wrong word, you can still get hit over words. Like not everyone's kumbaya internet thug. No, bro, if you're in front of me and you say the wrong thing, we gonna step outside real quick and get it on. So I like it though. I like the intention of it. It's a topic we need to discuss, especially as black men, because we are the largest perpetrators of violence against this community. We need to start confronting this a lot more. So
that's why I like the song. It's very
good.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Brother.
I just don't go back to it. It's a great track. I just don't go back to it. That's why
it's not a song. It's
I haven't listened to
it's not
that.
something like, it's not like super appealing like, musically, but
there we go. But
great
the
song.
fact that you covered something like that, you get a thumbs up for me.
Yeah.
Like like you said, that's a subject that especially many black men are going to cover.
Right.
Rappers, period.
Rappers at that. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. I'd rather say that. Rappers are going to cover that. Next we have Mr. Morale with Tana Leon.
This song
I had to play it again because I was like, I feel like I actually like this track. I do like this track.
That beat
I do
is
like
crazy.
the beat. Yeah, I do like this track.
That beat is crazy.
Yeah. Yes. The beat's crazy.
Really? That's I
The
mean,
beat is
he's
crazy.
rapping his ass off, but
But the beat is crazy.
fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? I hate Yeezus, right? I hate that album.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a very
Yeezus
type beat, and I love it. I don't know why. Maybe it's because Kendrick did it a lot better than Kanye did it.
It's very upbeat.
But this song is hard. This song is hard, and I think it's a good
great
like,
concert song.
Good title track.
That too.
This whole album gave me, that could have been this person type of vibe, or that could have been like, I got a lot of Kanye influences.
Yeah, a lot of King. A lot of
that,
things where I'm like,
a lot of King.
This is a King song.
Certain songs, like I got like, okay, Earl could have been on this, or
Father Time. Definitely. Oh my God.
That would be
just
Father Time.
it was just a lot of songs that it sounds like he just pulled from everybody's archive and was like, yeah, I can get on this beat. I think that's kind of what this album was about, because it's not like his other albums.
Yeah.
It is and it isn't as far as beats, because they're not all soul samples. They're more like, okay, we can play this in a techno, you know. We can to this. But you know, this song is kind of a hit or miss. Like if I'm listening to it, I'm like, okay, I'm a bop to it, I'm a vibe to it, but like it's not one that I see myself going back to. But it is a good song.
This reminds me a lot of like beat wise and energy wise. It reminds me a lot of Humble. It's not as bouncy as Humble. It's kind of more like constant, but just that vibe and the way he's rapping and shit. He's just like blacking out, like so.
Yeah, definitely going.
Yeah.
I like the song.
Yeah, what do we think about Mr. Morale?
Give it a thumbs up.
Okay,
My rating will probably go up on that song tomorrow. I haven't listened to that one a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Same. Next we have Mother I Sober featuring Beth Gibbons and Portishead.
This song's
Portishead.
stupid.
Portishead.
This
Beth
song-
Givens of Portishead.
Yes.
This song's stupid.
Yeah, this song's stupid. fire.
I don't even know what to say.
Long, but
I
fire.
think this is the song where he is genuinely and truly self-reflecting. I think this is where he's been like, okay, this is what I've learned in therapy about myself. And here it is. I'm not shit on certain occasions, but I'm working through it. And I like who I am.
Yeah.
There's lines on this song where I'm just like, bruh.
But it's very beautiful. It's very
it's
hauntingly
very beautiful.
beautiful.
Oh my God.
Because he kind of talks about how his mother was molested. He's telling the story about how how his family thought he was molested. And he kept telling them, no, I wasn't. No, this cousin didn't touch me. And none of them believed him. But his mama was so persistent about it because she was molested when she was a child, and she wanted to make sure, okay, I believe my child. If he said it,
Right.
And I thought that was a beautiful take, honestly, because I feel like a lot of men don't take in the effects of their misogyny, their patriarchy, on how they speak with women, how they interact with women, and how that can go on with a woman or a man throughout their life. It can alter how that person works. It can alter how that person moves. And that's why some people might get really passionate or very angry when you say certain things. So this album was beautiful to come from his perspective, to be like, no, I wasn't touched. And because I wasn't touched, it still altered my life. Like, that's crazy. Like, I was not molested, but it still fucked me up in certain ways. That's a crazy ass take.
That is a crazy take.
That is crazy.
That's insane.
The last 8 bars of his first verse are, I don't know, bro. This is just some other shit.
He's going. It's so.
It's just in the shadows, cleaning my soul is my only critic. Where's my faith? Told you I was Christian, but just not today. I transformed, praying to the trees. God is taking shape. My mother's mother followed me for years in her afterlife, staring at me on back of some buses. I wake up at night. Love the dealer, traded my tears for a Range Rover. Transformation, you ain't felt grief till you felt it sober.
And that you have not felt grief until you have felt this over. That is a true ass bar.
You ain't running from it, and you just sitting in there. Yeah.
And a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
Because when you're always self-medicating to get over grieving, you don't ever grieve.
Yeah.
You just delaying the process.
You are. And when my dad passed, I made it a thing. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to smoke a drink. I'm not going to do anything. I think that's why I feel that bar. I think that's why this song is beautiful, because it's just like, damn, you literally feel every emotion. You be like, damn, I'm mad today. Why am I mad today? And you sit and you dig through those. Or it's like, damn, I'm really sad. Okay, why are you sad? And you sit and dig through those, and you have to,
like, literally the first 4 bars of the third verse.
Yeah, literally. Like, you got to figure out, okay, am I upset because I'm grieving, or am I upset because that person that I'm grieving did something to me, and I'm having to work through that and understand it, because I can't talk to them to
get anything confirmed.
Yeah, I can't get any closure on that. So grieving is sober is.
Yeah,
it's intense. Yeah. It's very intense. And then you have to make sure that you're not taking what you're grieving and putting it out on the people that you love.
Yeah.
And that's hard too.
I mean, that's a good point though, because one thing, and back to your point about this being an album for black men, where it's like, you don't understand, you don't realize until you're already doing it, like how like your actions and you experience your trauma affects like the women around you, where like when I've been at my lowest, it hasn't really been like the men in my life because they're off doing their things. It's been the women who've just been around who just naturally play not even naturally or socialized to play the role of like keeping the house in order and like trying to tend to you, and realizing that they have their own traumas that they're working through, and seeing you fly off the handle and do all this other shit is like adding to their shit while they're trying to take out of your glass. It's adding to theirs. And just that cycle. This is a.
I think that's why this.
How did he layer this? This definitely wasn't going to be one album, by the way. This was too much content, but
it's a beautiful album.
It's a great double disc album.
That's why I think this album is so beautiful. I guess coming from a woman's standpoint, to hear him talk about the things that he's saying, and admitting, okay, yes, as a man, I have dealt in that part. As a man, I have done this, and it's like, okay, I see how that could hurt somebody, and I like that he's taking ownership of it, and it's I don't know, it's really nice to hear.
Even that line, he had a line, he said, give the women a break, grown men with daddy issues. And like how like that kind of leaves you feeling vulnerable as like grown men with daddy issues, because you realize you've wilded out before and you're like, damn, I gotta see her again. Like she saw that, and then having to come back and her trying to make you feel better and still feel like, no, you a man still, you still man. Like I saw you cry and you was doing the ugly tears and snot and
It's
shit.
snot bubble.
But hey, it's okay. Like we coming back to center. I'm still here with you. Yeah, it's great, man.
And
it's great.
you a man even when you're vulnerable. You a man when you're tough. That's how I look at it. But I feel like it also ties back to united in grief, because it's like, damn, we are all grieving together.
Yes.
What the fuck is going on?
What do we think about Mother I Sober rating wise?
And I'm putting a toe in there.
You got my
Yeah.
toes too.
Yeah, Kendrick,
last
Songs like this are where it's
Kendrick
like,
was showing his
Kendrick
natural
is a
brown.
fucking poet. Like
Actually,
just
sorry.
a poet.
I was gonna ask you a quick question. As someone who's like going in isn't like the strongest like Kendrick Lamar fan, at this point, like how are you feeling about the album? Like what are you
This fire.
Okay.
Like, damn, I've been missing out.
Yeah,
like this
I was
fire.
sleeping.
Like,
Yeah,
you don't
like-
have like the reference for like
Like
where he picked up all these different
Yeah,
vibes
like
and everything.
like the references that
I don't
y'all
even
are
think he been
the references y'all are throwing, like, you know,
He
I
might
have
been dead.
I don't know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
but it makes me want to find out what you're talking about
Okay,
because
good.
like this album, like damn, this was because I went in, I don't know nothing.
If
I mean,
you
I know
want-
Poetic Justice, I know, you know what I'm
If
saying?
you want another song that puts you in the room, listen to You.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Because You is him. It's him calling him. It's. I feel like. Honestly, I feel like
I
his.
just got
guilt.
chills thinking
Yes.
about it.
Oh God, yes. It is so like you hear him drinking from the bottle. You hear it sliding off his lips. You hear the bottle and the alcohol. You know how hard it is to hear alcohol shake in a bottle. Like if you really shake a bottle of alcohol, you really gotta shake it to hear it. You don't hear it when you just a simple slosh and like
Watch it with the video.
it has
It's
a.
actually, he's actually. I think
never
it's
seen
in
the video?
already.
No,
Oh,
I'm not a visual
He's
person. I'm starting to
literally
see.
in a
Such a
room.
visual person.
But
A visual make me love a song instead of
It's-
like
You
it.
should watch it with the visuals. It's really
You
great.
is beautiful.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Start from his older albums if you're gonna do that. Oh, now we can put you on. I'm so proud.
Just start a good kid. Just start a good kid. I mean, you can listen to Section 80. There's some great songs on
I'll
there,
say
too.
Good Kid. Well, no, I've listened to
'Cause
every
you-
Kendrick album, but I know Good Kid the most out of all of them.
Yeah.
Because To Pimp a Butterfly,
That shit is beautiful.
it's very
It's more music centric.
it has good vibe music, and then it's just like, okay, but he's saying some real shit though, like
Yeah.
And
I
then
remember
you
the cover being crazy.
And the concept of that album. is
listen to
ridiculous.
Untitled. Untitled is nice because Untitled is the throwaways from To Pimp a Butterfly. I wouldn't even call them throwaways. They just didn't make the album. I can't even call them throwaways because it's like, damn, you should put that on the album.
Album.
Yeah, easily.
Damn
Yeah,
Damn
I know damn.
is good.
Yeah.
It is a very you can run
love
through
that.
this and
So
not
the
skip
intro
anything.
album,
I love that album.
that's to get someone through the door if you want to.
Duckworth is probably one of
it-
the best telling.
It'll start to
storytelling
help you
songs I've
piece
ever heard.
certain things because it's like if you go back and listen to Good Kid, Mad City, and then you come to this one, it's just like, oh, here like now it makes me want to go back because it's like, okay, he lays out his family dynamic in Good Kid, Mad City, and then To Pimp a Butterfly is him with the fame and him with the money and him still having survivor guilt, and then you have Untitled, and Untitled is kind of like that. We're still in that. This is still how I feel. This is what I could do. And then Damn is like, okay, I got the fame. I'm kind of working through things. Okay, I'm gonna give you this, but this is just like a damn. This is what you was going through when you was making these albums, and it's a lot of little dots that I am seeing myself connect. Like I feel like his albums built up to this point.
I am planning to kind of dive in. I'm just getting done diving into Kodak, and I'm gonna dive into Kendrick.
Kodak.
Yeah,
I need to dive
it's
into
worth
Kodak.
it.
I need to
'Cause-
know more.
100%
Everybody
worth it.
should dive into
Yeah,
Kodak.
it's been a
I need to dive
fun
into
it's been a fun swim for sure. Like
Because I
Kodak
feel like
hard.
Kodak has some songs where you're like, God,
Kodak
damn.
Kodak's I gotta throw him in my creative folder. That's a creative artist.
And he can rap.
Yeah, that's a very creative artist.
okay, I
Like
need to dive.
he's creative.
I need to dive.
Let's do this last track. Mirror with Kendrick Lamar.
Great outro. Love how he closes.
Good
it out.
outro. I don't have it saved because I don't really go back to it.
Yeah, I don't
but
need to go back to it.
good outro. Cool outro. It's
I
not,
think
not
Mother
as
I
good
Sober
as
should have been the outro.
I would say.
I feel like Mirror is really good because it feels like the end of the concert where he's like raising up to the ceiling. Like at least the chorus, like the "I chose me, I'm sorry."
Yes.
It's like him walking away from like
Yeah.
people who may not always be there. Like sometimes you work out of trauma and then you look at people and you go, "Damn,
Plus, he couldn't pick.
I ain't want nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I'm like, it's like I'm not there anymore. Like, there's been times I've like looked.
That
at
spark
friends,
is
I'm
gone.
Like, damn, like I know we used to be on that shit, but like I'm not there
not.
anymore. So I gotta like, I
Gotta keep it going.
Yeah,
I gotta keep
respectfully.
going.
Respectfully.
Yeah, respectfully.
Respectfully.
If you're still here, that's cool. I'm not shitting on it, but I gotta go over here because
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss something if I stay over here.
Ooh.
And they couldn't have named
Like
the
that.
last
It's me.
the last song for I am him. Like, the last song he couldn't have named it a better title. Mirror.
I liked it though,
Yeah.
because I,
mean,
think
it's perfect.
Good.
Yeah.
Literally
Yeah.
perfect.
'Cause I think
the whole
he
time
really-
it seems like he's looking in the mirror, like
Mm-hmm.
this is what's wrong with you. How do you fix this?
see, I feel like he should have named Mother I Sober Mirror slightly.
You think so?
Yeah, because it's showing you. He was really talking about himself. He's having to look at himself. So we're talking about baby Kendrick or kid Kendrick, and he's having to look at how all these, his mother not believing his truthful no, altered him. So it's like, okay, we starting here, and it's just like we have to gradually see. That could have been Mirror, but I mean, this Mirror, I like Mirror because it's like it's him being like, you know what, to piggyback off what you said. I feel like it's just really like I have to choose myself in this, and I'm not sorry.
Yeah.
So what do we give Mirror rating?
Give it a thumbs up.
I'll give it a thumbs up. It's
Good
a
way to
solid
conclude.
I don't go back to it a lot, but it's a good outro.
I agree. And then what do we think about this too? Favorite track off this too? I'll say. My favorite track would have to be
Mother I Sober. It's gonna be mine.
I gotta say Silent Hill.
probably
Kodak's verse for me.
Count me out.
Count me out. Okay. Okay. Count me out.
Yeah. Either that or Savior for me.
I was kind of
Probably Savior.
Count me out as-
Probably Savior.
It
And
was for
then
that Kodak verse.
Savior would be my next
Yeah,
one.
probably Savior.
And then Silent Hill.
Yeah, Silent Hill's very good. But so we just reviewed disc 1, disc 2, both 9 tracks, 18 in total. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Overall, what as a project that's been so-called in the making for 5 years, what are we thinking?
Worth the wait.
Yeah, there we go. Is it worth the wait or? Because
I was not disappointed.
go ahead.
With my favorites, so the tops: Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole.
Yeah.
I have really been trying to take my fandom out and disperse of it, and just is this really like a cohesive album? Is this really something that was good? For instance, I am a huge Drake fan, but I think his last 2 tapes have not been the best.
You gotta call his ass out.
You do.
Yeah.
J. Cole. Yes, that album was good, but it doesn't have good play value. I have not went back and listened to the album, and I don't know how long.
Okay.
This album really, if I want to be in my conscious bag, I'm going to do it with Kendrick. If I really want to sit and just kind of look at myself from an aerial view, I'm going to do it with Kendrick. Because he talks on things that I personally be like, damn, I've thought about that, and I've done that. Damn. Maybe I should have went about this a different way. Like, he really makes me tap into like another like personal realm when I listen to his music. Would I say it was worth the wait? Yeah. Could he taken off of certain songs? Maybe, but this was a good album. Like somebody told me, if they ain't talking shit about you ain't doing something right.
Bingo.
There you go.
This was this was nice. It was nice to hear his point of views on things. It was nice to hear hear him being a father. I think this album came from him becoming a father, honestly, because his first child is a girl.
Yeah.
So it's like you kind of have to.
Is his son named Enoch?
I think because I heard that. But I think I hate that it happens like this. But when men have children and their daughters are born, it's like they change a whole realm. And I hate that it takes them having a daughter to see.
To do that.
Hey, I have to kind of be soft. Like, hey, women are more than just objects. Women are more than things that we just kind of poke and be like, here.
And here, nah,
Have you
Move.
Have you? I'm not gonna break it down over here, but coming from a woman, coming from a woman, that kind of is how it is. It's kind of like, oh, you cute, come here, and then it's kind of like, all right, to the next one, and then it's like, okay, if you stick with this one, you poke the shit out of her, and she has to figure out how to adjust with you. So it's just, hearing him being very honest and vulnerable, like, yes, I cheated on Whitney. Whitney supposed to be your ride or die. He ain't put Whitney in nothing. You know how long I have been looking. I didn't even know Whitney was a damn name.
I ain't know her name.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like
crazy. They're high school sweethearts.
Exactly. Exactly. So it's just him talking about, okay, yes. And I'm wondering if the cheating was early in his career or was this recent? I think that's my next question. And it's just like, damn, if this is early in his career, okay, I understand.
Kid, Mad City, he slept with a white woman, so I assume.
In Copenhagen.
Yep.
So that was early on, but is this
on the stage.
is this next, when he was like, I'm texting bitches that my thumbs hurt.
Yeah.
Damn, is that
Jesus.
now? Is that now? Is that now?
I gotta text her back.
Like, is your lust that strong? Like,
Yeah.
He was on Blackberry, so you had to actually put some force.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
she
is
just
that
sent another picture, bro.
like I have to say something?
That's when
So
you
it's
got
just
5 combos going at once.
Boy, what? I just can't.
So it's just
I'm tired.
it was.
Like, oh my god, you going through it. Damn, sucks
to be you.
Woo.
But it's
Jesus.
it's interesting, and I think it's also interesting that he brought his family more into the forefront. Like, she's in the photos, she's on the album, his children are on the album, well, his daughter is on the album. Just to hear how he's, because I mean, he's also kind of telling you how he's being a parent and how he wants to be a parent, because it's just like, okay, well, I have to call these tendencies out about myself so I can be a better example to my children.
Yeah, that's exactly. This feels like a real. I gotta fix myself so I don't fuck my kids up.
This is what I wanted from J. Cole. I know I wasn't gonna get it on that status, but this is the type of vibe I wanted J. Cole to be on. It's like, all right, J. Cole, you've been gone. You got kids now. You got a wife. You out here in the country.
We got a lot to talk about.
I think J. Cole's just so focused on getting the respect he deserves that it's just like
he's in his rapper bag heavy,
and that's fine. Do that, but Kendrick gave it to me. It makes me feel like I was with him these last 5 years. It's like, damn, you did that.
But see, the thing that bothers me about Cole is like he just don't understand that, like, bro, this is all we want.
Oh yeah.
Like, you don't have to.
Like you thinking too hard about what your fans want.
The reason everybody looks at Kendrick Lamar as the best ever is because he doesn't care what anybody says. He makes what he wants to make.
And he takes his mother loving time.
My opinion is I don't think Cole got it in him to make this though.
No.
Like, I think he's made attempts at doing like concepts.
Yeah.
Like For Your
KOD.
Eyes Only,
Which is my favorite album.
is like Nappy album for me.
For Your Eyes
Oh,
Only.
I thought KOD. I was like, whoa,
No,
that's crazy.
No, KOD was hard. I'm not even a Cole fan, and I'll run through KOD.
That shit was.
Wait, KOD? Wait, hold on. Let me go back.
There were some songs that were.
No.
Oh yeah, some songs, yeah.
There were some songs. I'm thinking about what he just dropped.
Off season.
Off season.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I was about to say.
KOD had some decent songs.
KOD was cool. That was him trying to show he could rap.
Once I Addict is a good song. Brackets is a good song.
Brackets. Window Pane.
Pane.
Beautiful.
Now that's crazy.
Beautiful.
Back your mic up a little bit. When you get a new mic cable for that one?
You just gotta start putting stickers.
LOL. You want me to hold
I'm
it?
plugging and plug it back in.
What's she doing?
Cracking.
She just, yeah, like.
Talking that shit, she on fire.
Yeah, the mic was just like,
Cut her
oh.
mic.
Okay, we good.
Snack, crackle, and pop.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Y tú muy bien.
Y tú. Muy bien.
For someone who, again, I guess we'll just throw the title like, don't listen to Kendrick Lamar, because I don't. But this album,
You listening now, ain't you, bitch?
Answer to my own self. But
I hope
But
one day
this-
Kendrick see this and just look at you like you listening now. Ain't you, bitch?
this album was real dope because again, I went in, I don't know what to expect. I don't know what type of bag he's supposed to be in. I don't know if it's supposed to be emotional, it's supposed to be hype. I just don't know anything about this. Except we got a new album, let's do it. But this album, it was great. Like, it definitely makes me excited. Like, okay, I think I'm ready to dive in because I like a lot of his. I didn't know a lot of his lyrics. Like, you really gotta break down. I feel like it's one of them things, kind of like how I am with Wayne. Like, oh, I just now got what you was talking about. Type factor.
Yeah.
It was dope. The features were good. Again, I mean, I loved all the songs except maybe what, one or two. Yeah, Crown. But fire. Double disc.
I can't think of anybody who has done a better double disc other than Pop.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is just gonna continue the fucking
Scorpion?
comparisons.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm about to throw this hard ass Bobby.
I was like, okay, well, let's go ahead and dive into that subject.
I think it's funny that you say that.
This is a double disc done right.
I think that's funny you said it because then he has a verse. He's like, Pac dead. You got to think for yourself. Shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
And I think that's funny because I feel like he's calling himself out because
yeah.
he's definitely
a huge
used
Pac stan.
Pac's. What it's one song that he I think he had like a Pac interview on one of his tapes or something.
Mortal
At the
Man.
end of
Yeah,
Mortal Man.
like
Mortal Man is
Crazy.
the outro to Pimp a
This
Butterfly.
nigga's so great.
And it was an unreleased,
so great.
unreleased interview from a German.
That's crazy.
Had to hunt down
now
the
how
interview.
the hell he get that? You feel me? So
Yeah,
it's
because
just like
he's the
and
greatest.
chopped it up himself.
That's crazy.
Because he's
So
the
it's-
greatest.
to piggyback
Because
off
he's
of
the best to
to
ever do
that.
it.
I
Yes.
think that's why this album is so nice because it's a lot of him calling himself out. And a lot of the things that he's calling himself out are
This is
in
his
his previous
444.
tapes.
Exactly.
And it's I actually get that a lot from you. Is like having to you gotta call yourself out on your own bullshit.
You do.
Like, you gotta
Yeah.
look at yourself in the mirror and be like, okay,
All right.
that
this
was
is,
that
this
was
is a
fucked
problem.
up.
I need
Yeah,
to do
this is a
something
problem.
about
I need to fix this before something else like literally happens.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that you pushed that on me because in this album, yes, he does call himself out a lot.
Good job for being pushy, Martin.
And it's this was just real pleasing to the ear. I got my dad to play it yesterday.
Oh, I bet Mr.
We
Gilmore
should have brought him on.
I got him to play it. He was like, didn't Kendrick just drop an album? I was like, run it. So he ran it through the whole, like, we was cleaning the whole house playing this Kendrick. He was like, this is nice. This is nice music here. He was like, you need to put me on. I'm like, I'm not even on Kendrick. Like, we can do this together. I mean, I don't listen to this guy like that, but.
Your dad don't listen to Kendrick?
Your daddy would love Kendrick. Please,
He would love
he
Kendrick.
would,
No,
he would
we-
love to Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are both foreign.
Y'all got to run to Pimp a Butterfly.
Y'all might
first.
actually like yes, and I want you to come back. Like we need to have an episode. Bring him on, and
Bring
we
him on.
all
We need to
just
get
like,
Mr.
get him on the
Gilmore.
episode. We need to just sit and talk.
Bro, that man knows too much
Bro,
about
I need
music,
y'all to
bro.
run. Yeah, I need y'all to run.
I would love
Hey,
to like.
we gotta do that.
Like, please do that. Like, y'all
Yes.
actually sit, y'all take notes, and y'all come
That'd
back and be
be
like,
dope.
okay, this is what
Let's
I'm
talk
like.
about
Yeah,
this.
so let's
Yeah.
talk about this.
Let's talk about
Hell
this.
yeah.
But overall, great album. Made me excited. The fact that he announced a tour the day after. Like, I'm definitely gonna be in that motherfucker, lit as hell. And fire album. Like, congrats, Kendrick. That was a nice piece of work. That is, I wanted Cole to do. I don't know, not something like this, but I just wanted the impact to be as heavy from
Yes.
Cole. I love Cole.
But
You just ain't got it.
talking
like
It's
that.
about
just-
what you saying, I don't think we're ever gonna get that type of caliber
Nah.
of music.
Yeah, like, will we ever?
That's just not his lane.
Is that something we can get?
There are tiers in being elite for a reason. Like you can't get the same thing you get from Andre 3000 from like I don't know like a Big Pun or like everyone's great for separate reasons.
Yeah.
Cole is great in his own way, but don't.
But Kendrick's just the greatest.
The gap has been there since what was that Friday the freestyle
Black Friday.
Black Friday. That showed me that there's a difference for a reason.
You do
There's
have
a
a
gap
point.
here. There's a gap here
Because
for a
it
reason.
definitely puts
But
Cole.
Kendrick made that gap like very clear so early. Like,
'Cause he already
so
knew.
early.
Always been there.
He was always the best.
yeah.
He's always been the best.
It was
rapper.
always gonna be him. That's why Drake stayed away from the
Yeah,
conscious shit.
it was
partly.
always gonna be him.
Yeah.
He's literally gonna be the greatest to ever do it.
I wonder if his album
He
has.
was at the California Love video
times.
shoot, bro. This shit was written.
That shit was really
Yeah, that's definitely written.
This shit was written.
Like, yeah, you're gonna be something amazing one day. like
Like this shit was not like this shit was not an
just
accident.
random. Yeah.
This shit was written. This shit
That's
was supposed
crazy
to
think
happen.
about. It was supposed to happen.
Overall, fire album, Kendrick.
Are we
Well
doing
done.
Rating? Are we doing rating?
Yes. Unless you.
No, I'm trying to remember what I rated. I think I did like a 8.5.
Oh, I think I called it a 7.5.
Yeah. I did 8.
I'll just stick with
8.5.
8. I gotta stick with 8.
I got
A
9.
strong 8.
9.
9.
I'm gonna say yeah, 9.
9.5. I'm there. Matter of fact, I think this might be a 10 when I start having kids. Like I feel like it's one of those albums when I come back and I got like a whole another person in my arms. I'm like, damn, that boy was flow.
And I think that's why this album was so beautiful to me because it's him telling us, okay, he's had a child. He now has been parenting for the last 2 years. Now he has a new one. And I think when you have kids, you really have to like go back and be like, okay, like I'm scared to death to have children. Okay, yes, on the medical side, but I'm scared that I'm going to put like my traumas and
into your
even when you
children.
try so hard not to put your traumas on your children, you
Still
end up
happens.
creating new ones. So I have been in a lot of this album really just speaks to me because I've been in a lot of self-realizations, a lot of deep, okay, I don't like this about myself, what we gonna do to change about it? I don't like how I move like this, what we gonna do to change about it? I don't like how I'm moving like this, okay, why does it make me sad?
And I really think.
Yeah, and I feel him on a lot of the things that he's having a lot of self-realizations about and coming to, and it's just like, when you have a child, a lot of things change. You gotta change, what you doing gotta change.
You do.
Because that child has to come first. So it's refreshing to hear him actually speak on it and just, hey, this is how I have been trying to be a parent. And I have to call myself out on these things so that I don't pass it down to my children. And it's just, it's real. And a lot of people don't want to hear it all the time because it's the truth.
People do not want to hear the truth.
What I've come to realize is that people live in delusion.
Yes.
And low key, you need a little bit to make it in this world. I ain't even gonna hold you. You need a little. You need just a little squirt of it. But
people that are delusional seem to be the happiest people on the
yes,
planet. It's because they just live life, don't know what the fuck going on.
Yes,
they just live.
And some days I don't blame them.
Cope is a hell of a drug.
Bruh.
Coke or cope?
Cope.
Coping, like coping.
COPE. Coping, like cope, like
coping
like,
mechanisms.
Yeah, coping mechanisms. Perfect. Yeah, no.
But like,
yeah, but you're definitely right.
Sometimes I be jealous of delusional people that just be
Just
running
tad.
around in the world,
just vibing,
You just chilling. We
just
in Miami,
I've
in
tried.
bitch. We in Miami, but like the world's failing. Like
the economy's fucking crashing. Gas is $4.50. Gas is $4.50, almost $5.
How you in Miami having
regular?
Regular. In Miami having fun.
But sometimes you have to live in
$80 on
delusion.
gas.
You have to live in delusion sometimes because if you don't, I brought 55 out and I don't even know if that filled my car.
Bro, I just got
Honda.
gas. I get gas after this. Like, I just got gas the other day.
I gotta get gas after this too.
But I will say,
just got gas.
you have to live in a little bit of delusion, or else you are going to crack.
Drive yourself crazy.
You're going to crack.
Yep.
And I've been on a path of
Is
that.
that how crazy is born?
Yes, because you're
Greatness.
you're so aware of what's going on around you, and you're so aware of the things that you do. You just be like, this shit ain't right. And if it's not moving how you need to move and quick enough when you do, you slightly do go crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And you just be like, damn, I know it's supposed to be this way, but it's not going this way, and it's going this other way.
Am
and it's
I
like,
crazy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I be very vulnerable, but during the whole time when I quit my job, I had a whole month of that. When y'all saw me out here bartending, you ain't got no job. You done bought a car. You done went to concerts. You done did it. That was me being delusional. Delusional as fuck.
I'm right there right now.
Yes, that was me being very delusional.
You
That
have
is
time of your life though.
yes,
You was.
yes. But that was the grace of God and good friends.
That's right.
I can't. Very delusional. Very delusional. Me before that, it was me stepping into being delusional because I was like, yeah, I'm not going to work.
And the fact that you can even say that out loud is great because some people still would not say that.
But that's me being very hard on myself and being very
100%.
self-reflection. And that shit is tiresome. I can't tell you how many times I have cried because it's just like, why do you act like this? And then my other side is like, bitch, we don't know. That's why we're doing this.
Damn, I need a month of delusion.
And it's scary because you have to let go of what you think you are.
We're going to the strip club next week.
Literally.
There's mad delusion right where you're going.
Very.
Oh, yes,
That's like we went to the strip club. In those 2-3 months I did not have a job. I went to concerts. I bought a car. We went to the strip club. I ate wings. Talked to strippers.
Tyler, the Creator concert.
Went to a whole Tyler, the Creator concert. Like, I can't tell you how many times I'd be like, okay, yeah, go and make an album. Was not doing anything productive.
Ain't nothing moved you.
No.
I just want to comment on it. It was funny because the day of the Tyler concert, literally we saw tickets and I was like, boy, I tell you the TJ. Tickets is, I forgot how much it was. It was like
C, shout out C.
It was like, yeah, it was C. Shout out C.
Henry.
Yeah.
And she was like, hey, tickets are $110 for the Tyler Creator concert, and they're good seats. You want me to buy them? And Henry was like, and I was like, no, I'm not going because I
was like, Tina, come on. I got this bid and I gotta, Tina, listen. Tyler Creator concert is $110. He is in Charlotte. Cali Uchis, Vince Staples. Come. I got you.
See, look, sometimes you gotta drag your friend into it.
What I tell you,
Yes.
the grace of God and great
You
friends.
need that
I don't know.
friend.
I'm like,
The grace
Tina,
of God
this will-
and great
This will
friends.
bring so much joy to your heart. Like, I know this. Like, you need this. Listen, you need this. She was like, okay, I'll do it. I'm telling you. I got you.
That was a good
Do
concert
this.
too. I was there.
Do
And
this.
he
Beautiful.
did the hits. I was like,
Beautiful.
Make these niggas do their homework.
Bro,
If
I
you show
still
during
think about that
Flower Boy,
concert.
Man, make these niggas do their homework, bro.
It's like that man right there's a genius.
Jesus.
But to
But
conclude,
yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Kendrick Lamar.
Thanks,
I
Kendrick.
think that's why this album really kind of has stuck with me, is because I feel exactly where he's coming from. And the fact that he's been doing that for the last 5 years, I don't know how he's doing it. Because when you are very honest with yourself and when you reflect and when you really think about who you are and why you do things, that can be very draining. Because it's like, is it you or is it the other person? Was it me this whole time messing it up? Stalling what I wanted, stalling to get what I needed to get? Or was it this person? And then once you find out which one it is, say it's this person, you now have to work through whatever trauma that person has given you, and you have to work through it. Because yes, it's their fault they gave you that trauma, but what you do after is yours. So it's just,
There's so much.
Great.
yeah,
Great album.
Great album. Yes.
Yeah, this
To
album.
conclude.
If
Great
album sparks conversations like this, is a great album.
Yeah.
Yes.
This
Yes.
album whooped
Facts.
my ass.
Facts.
It whooped my ass.
Great album.
I rated it a 9.5.
9.5.
Okay. Okay.
Probably be a 10.
Yeah, I think my rating bound to change probably within the next
I'm so
48
excited
hours.
for you to listen to the rest of Kendrick's discography.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Like I genuinely want you to do like some.
Yeah,
I think I'm
wanna
gonna
hear
spend. I think I'm gonna spend this week finishing my Kodak, and then next week.
To Pimp a Butterfly, I want to hear your
dive into
reaction.
it. Okay. Yeah, well.
I would do Good Kid, Mad City first.
You should, yes, go
I think
through
that's a
all
good
of his
segue.
Yeah.
projects one by one in order, because then you'll get like the why we be like, oh, I piggyback off of this, and he said this in Fear, and that makes sense.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I love that song.
Fear is beautiful.
Fear is great.
That's probably the only 8-minute song that I listen to.
That song is 8 minutes?
Exactly. That's
Wait,
why-
really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
That never resonates in my head.
I listened to that. I listened to
We
it
might
all
have
the
to
way
play it
all the
real
way.
quick after this.
Whoa.
I cannot. That song is 8
That's
minutes.
crazy.
That's the only 8-minute song I listen to
Yeah,
religiously.
we got to play that with this.
I don't think I've ever skipped that song.
I don't ever.
That's crazy. No, Wesley's Theory, I think he'll go up for it, by the way, because the energy on it. But yeah, sorry.
No, you good. Congratulations, Kendrick.
Good job, Kendrick.
Yes, congratulations.
I hope you win 15 Grammys for this.
Yes, you definitely. Yes.
He gonna get some.
Yeah.
A couple.
And to those who was at the listening party, we appreciate you listening to
real
this
one.
entire
Thank you
review.
for watching.
And keep on watching. Make sure you subscribe. This was the Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers conversation. We have make sure you follow Big Tina at Insurance We Trust. Make sure you follow Tanner at Pay to Play Records. Make sure you follow Rashawn at Fruits.cafe. Make sure you follow me at Zebo.g and the Zebo page Zebo NC. Watch our other conversation videos. We did again, Baby King. We did Dondo. We did CLB. We did Summer Walker, and we just break it down just like how we did track by track. Make sure you follow us on TikTok at The Last Minute Podcast. Make sure you tune in to Zebo's Boombox. It's a playlist created by me and Tanner on Spotify and Apple Music. Go find your next favorite NC local artist. Cherie is on there, indeed. And this was a conversation. Make sure you watch our new episode of the podcast that comes out tomorrow at 8:00 p.m. And whatever platform you own, just make sure you like, subscribe, yada yada, follow us, yada yada. And yes, last words.
Big Steppers.
Father time.
Mr. Morrow.
We out.
Boom.
But just know, Zebo is where it's at.
Oh, Zebo TV, North Carolina. Yeah.